I will immediately adjust my fantasy lineups, plural, about DeAndre Swift.
Anything, Chris?
No, that's all right. All good. Thanks for taking in this show here on this Friday. We'll chat with you Monday.
Happy Halloween.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC.
Carden looking for Hardy, and that is the record.
Hey, Pirate fans, Tiebreakers is inviting everyone for a special meet and greet this Thursday with new ECU Hall of Famer Justin Hardy. Kick off homecoming and Hall of Fame weekend by getting a picture and an autograph with one of the best to ever wear the purple and gold. There will be a raffle for a chance to win a framed autographed Justin Hardy jersey, plus giveaways from our friends at Bud Light. Don't miss the fun this Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bell's Fork in Greenville. Go Pirates!
Here it is. Cooler weather is creeping in, football is in the air, and if climbing up and down stadium steps is a chore for you and your knees or your hips hurt with every step, there may be relief right around the corner. QC Kinetics are medical professionals that use advanced PRP and stem cell protocols that have helped tens of thousands of people with their joint pain. The stem cells come from your own body to revitalize and regenerate your joints. If you've been told you need surgery, you owe it to yourself to get a second opinion. Call QC Kinetics now to get started. 252-765-PAIN.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Looking for adventure without breaking the bank? This October, drive into fall in a brand new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium from Capital Subaru of Greenville. Right now, lease it for just $249 a month for 36 months. That's only $8 a day. The Crosstrek is built for the Carolinas. Rugged, reliable, and ready to roll. Only at Capital Subaru of Greenville off of Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. An official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs, registration fees, or $6.99 dealer administration fee. See dealer for details. Offer expires November 3rd, 2025.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Wings Over Greenville is getting in the fall mood with their new pumpkin spice flavor. Pumpkin spice on chicken? Believe it! Their new pumpkin spice wings and tenders mix sweet, warm fall flavors with crispy, savory chicken. First time app user? Get free boneless wings just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
Hauser untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Caden Hauser, and the best way to relax after getting rowdy and dowdy is by having the most comfortable furniture from Bosick Sugg of Greenville. Every Pirate needs a good night's sleep, and Bosick Sugg has a showroom full of quality mattresses from the top brands. Outfit your living room to watch every game with a sectional or lazy boy recliner. Pirates prefer Bosick Sugg, serving Eastern North Carolina since 1937, and a proud member of the Pirate Club for over 5 decades. Go Pirates!
Shopping season is in full swing at Russell's in downtown Washington. This is Rhonda, and new arrivals are everywhere in the store. We have new sportswear from Peter Millar, Johnny O, Gentile, and Duckhead. The pants, shirts, sweaters, and vests are all on the showroom floor, ready for you. Shop now for a new sports coat from Johnny O, Harshafter Marks, or Duckhead. And ladies, we're fully stocked with new dresses, sweaters, outerwear, and jewelry. Russell's on Main Street in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side.
Strong side.
I just like football, man.
Man, that was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got a new segment on the show now, thanks to Coach Hud.
Tarp stop. Oh, boy.
Son, if I ordered a truck full of dumbasses and all I got was you, I would have gotten my damn money's worth.
That was awesome. You guys are awesome. ECU offense looks awesome. Everything is awesome.
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome. And I love you guys.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hi, welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios on this Halloween. Welcoming you to the show on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We are on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. You can get that whether you are an Apple head or Android user like myself. Also, you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, as we are live with a great show and a lot of guests to get to on the program. Coming up in 1 minute, talk to Ryan McCrystal on the Turner Home Team Live Line, former Pirate catcher. Talk about his pro baseball career, Trey Savage, his birds up in Philly, and other things. Also, Carter Cunningham joins us later on today's show. He dropped by the Pirate Radio studios earlier today. So we got some baseball talk here on a Football Friday because it will be Game 6 coming up tonight, Blue Jays and Dodgers in the World Series. So we'll talk some baseball. Also, a lot of football talk coming up with Brian North, Tony Dunn. We'll make our NFL picks. Also, Holt and Morg and Morgan Ayler's going to join us on the show today. ECU Temple, big one coming up on Saturday. Our pregame coverage begins 10 a.m. Saturday morning on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Let's go out right now and hit our first guest of the day. He is Ryan McCrystal, joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Ryan, how you doing, man?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing awesome, and it's a great time of the sports year. A lot of you guys that are athletes I've talked to are not sports fans, but Ryan, I know you are. You love your birds, you love your Philly teams, and also happen to be really good at playing a sport. So we got basketball creeping in, hockey's going on. It is an awesome time of the sports year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Truthfully, I've probably fallen off on the whole watching sports thing the last, I don't know, probably last year playing a sport,
right,
which is I kind of has not killed my love for it, but I definitely try and do other stuff. But I definitely need to get back to watching the birds because my dad feels kind of lonely, I think.
Well, I was going to say, I want to talk about the Trey Savage story because it is the talk of the baseball world. And I was going to say, other than you being a part of the ECU battery with Trey, one thing y'all have in common is your fandom of the birds. In fact, I think Danny Beal said there was some group chat or something that, I don't know if it was after Trey's first start or one of his big starts, like the first thing he texted the group after the game was, did the Eagles win? So yeah. It is pretty cool that at the end of the day, y'all are kind of one of us when it comes to that. But what's it like, Ryan, watching your old buddy, your teammate, having the success he's had at the biggest level?
It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do is just sit there and watch him, like just sitting there almost being a catcher, calling pitches that I think he's going to throw. And I mean, Alejandro Kirk seems to be calling better games than I think I would have. A lot more than I want to admit, but it's unbelievable. I mean, I told my dad after catching him, I think it was after our freshman year. Obviously, he was pretty legit then. Like, taught himself the knuckle curve that he threw, and threw it like 87 straight into the ground half the time. But it was one of those pitches that was unreal. And like being able to teach himself that, like I just remember telling my dad, like, this kid can kind of do whatever he wants with the baseball. Like, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and it's one of the scariest catching because he was 18 and really didn't know what he was doing with it. He just knew that he could throw it as hard as he wanted to. And just seeing his development of that splitter, like my sophomore year, really, I told my dad, "You guy's like the best pitcher I've ever watched, and I have to face him if I'm not catching him every weekend, and it sucks." But obviously, it's very, very good for us when we were playing other teams, and it's just unreal sitting there watching him, like how poised he is. Like, it's the exact same guy that I caught for 3 years, and the exact same guy that I know and that I love. You know, it's really, really cool.
Real quick on that note, so I'm keeping a running tally here. Zach Agnos, of course, Zach said he had success against Trey. I'll tend to believe him unless you tell me otherwise. I think Dixon said he might have been 500 against him. Carter Cunningham admitted he was not good against Trey, but did a double off of him, so he can take that to his grave. How about you, Ryan, hitting against Trey? What were your numbers against Savage?
I think anyone that tells you they had good success off of Trey, other than Zach, when Trey had 2 pitches his freshman year. I mean, Zach can have that one, I guess. But after, I mean, I don't think I might have gotten 1 or 2 hits off of him.
Yeah.
In like 15 at bats. But I mean, I think I walked a few times. It always seemed like it was a good at bat, you know. But at the same time, like, he was learning that splitter and throwing it in really whatever count, and it's just never comfortable. And I even put on my Instagram story after he faced the Yankees, like, thank you, Yankees, for making me feel a lot better about some of my inner squad at bats that I had. Because
there you go.
He makes more people look stupid in a 3-2 count than really you ever should. Like, it's just dumb. No one has any clue ever what he's about to throw, and it's really, really cool.
Well, this is why I wanted to have you on, Ron, because you caught him, and like, we don't think about it we think about how tough it is probably to hit. We don't think about how tough it is to catch. So even if it's a 2-strike count, you know that splitter's coming, you know you're going to have to dig it out. Like, how tough is that to catch? Like, you didn't have to catch any knuckleballers at your time at ECU, but that's got to be, you know, one of the toughest to catch, I would think.
Yeah, the splitter was the hardest pitch. Like, I mean, I've developed a lot defensively in the last year, and like, I want to catch it again. I'm going to try and catch it this off season, going over to school at some point. But at school, I really was just worried about blocking it, to tell you the truth.
Right.
Just trying to grow defensively, and it was always tough for me. And I always told him, like, do what you're supposed to do with it, and I'll do my best to either block it or make it look good. But like, J-Dub caught him the most my junior year, my last year there, and it was when it was on. But J-Dub had some serious scars from some of those 0-2 splitters that Trey definitely did not want to hang, and boy, he didn't hang them. But it's really fun to catch because it's just elite stuff, but at the same time, it's painful at times. I kind of feel some of those stand-up blocks that Kurt's got back there.
Ryan, you know, Trey, dominant. You were able to catch some awesome guys at ECU. Who's the guy or two that, like, you didn't have to move the mitt? Who did you trust most to hit their spot? Does anybody come to mind during your ECU days?
Yeah. Trey was one of those guys where with his slider and fastball, I never really had to move. Like, it was one of those where he knew what he wanted to do with it. And it's one of those things really where, like, his misses were consistent enough where it never shocked me. Like, it's not like he was spiking 95, you know? But
yeah.
When I caught Root my last year, when he was on, it was one of the most fun things to catch because he really did have great control of everything that he had that year. And the only thing I ever had to worry about was the first cutter that he threw every game. He would throw 4 miles an hour harder randomly, and he'd spike it in the right-handed batter's box, and it didn't matter the count. So that was the only tough pitch of games when I caught him. And then probably Ryder Giles my freshman year catching inner squad stuff. But everyone, for the most part, had really, really good control. But it was just one of those things where some guys have really, really good stuff, so even their really good pitches are hard to catch. And there's other guys where everything's pretty good, but nothing's, like, out there where I'm worried about staying in front of it.
Talking to Ryan McCrystal, part of the Reds organization, as Reds fan Jamie points out in the chat, and talked to Carter Spivey earlier this week and asked him, how cool it was to watch Gavin and the big league team in the playoffs. How about you, Ryan? The Reds seem to be an up-and-coming organization, and when you see the success they have and they make the playoffs, and man, it can be a short trip when you're in that wild card. I know that as a Braves fan, and unfortunately for the Reds, it was a quick 2 and done, but to get there, to have the great regular season, does that kind of trickle down throughout the whole organization?
Yeah, and the biggest thing, I think, like the difference between really being there at the end of last year and then starting this year, like going to spring training for the first time, is Terry Francona is like one of the best managers to ever manage. And like I was able to be there. We had battery camp where they had a bunch of catchers and pitchers go up in last January, and like when he talked to me, like it was like a Coach Godwin pregame speech, but it was January. I was like, holy crap, dude. I want to run through the locker room wall right now and run outside, and there's no one there to play. Like, it was just one of the coolest things. And I think, like, he expects to win. He doesn't just try to win. Like, it's the expectation, and it's kind of started to trickle down throughout the entire organization, and it's not just about who hits it the hardest, who hits it the farthest anymore. It's about, like, who over the course of a season gets results and who shows up every day and is consistent. And it's really something that I was able to learn over my 3 years at ECU. Was showing up every day is a lot more important than being really good one day and really bad one day.
Well, Ryan, 295 at Daytona in A-ball and hit 4 home runs for them, 48 RBIs. I mean, those are some pretty good numbers. How do you feel you played in 2025?
Yeah, I thought that I had, I don't want to say as good a year as I thought I could have had, because I definitely see places where I can improve, but I was very, very pleased with that being my first full season, just learning the ins and outs of playing 130 games and just finding your way where you can't let one game affect the next one because you're playing the next night come 7 o'clock. And I should have had more home runs, to tell you the truth, but I've never really cared about hitting it out of the park because I feel like that you kind of give up more than you gain from that. And playing in Florida for as long as I did this year is the worst league to hit in the minor leagues. And I probably should have had 10 home runs this year, but I didn't. But I can't really look at that and be negative about it. So I think that that's kind of the goal this year, is more extra base hits and just letting the contact that I make kind of take me the rest of the way. But I was very, very pleased with it. Like, it was cool getting called up, and I'm not sure I was supposed to get called up, but I performed well enough over a long period of time where I was able to. So just really, really cool, just like doing it every day. It's just what I love to do. So
that's awesome, man. And I can still hear, I'm glad that you still have that joy of playing baseball now that you are a professional. Ryan, every time you come on, you talk defense. You've already mentioned it here during this chat. How's that part of the game going as you continue to grow as a defensive catcher?
Yeah, that part is probably where I took the biggest strides this year. I think offensively, I've always been like a bat first, and they drafted me as a bat first, and really it was like, if he can develop behind the plate, then like that's the guy that we want, like really it's like we'll take his bat and then anything else we get is kind of extra. But this year it was such a big emphasis for me. It's like learning from the guys around me. I mean, like a lot of the things that J-Dub and I did my last year, they kind of translate over, but catching off a knee all the time now and calling all the games, that just keeps me so engaged in it all the time. And getting reps before the game, really during the games too, it's hard not to grow because you're doing it so much. And it was cool when I got called up to Dayton. I started catching 3 or 4 times a week, and I was really, really getting the hang of it. So that's kind of the big emphasis too this off season, is extra base hits and then keeping working defensively, because I throw the crap out of it still. It's just the accuracy of that and then receiving. So it's really coming along, and it's finally showing enough promise to me where I'm excited to go work on it. If that makes sense.
So you mentioned calling the games. Like, is that on you as a minor leaguer, Ryan, to do that? Are you calling the pitches?
Yeah. So
wow.
The only organization where the players don't call it is the Marlins.
Okay.
USC. They just sit there and watch their coach give signs. So they're kind of minions over there. Casey, you hear this? But no, it's fun. Like, that's always been my favorite part of baseball, is like when you take deep dives into the game, there's so many different directions you can jump, and it's actually something I'm trying to get my fiance to pay attention to. Like, you just don't know what you don't know when it comes to watching the game of baseball, and certain pitches setting up other pitches. And that's something I think I've always excelled in, and I think that this year was a lot of guys liked throwing to me because of the way that I was able to build relationships with them and then call games in ways that helped them grow in confidence as well.
Ryan McCrystal joining us, talking some baseball. You got to be actively rooting for Trey, obviously. Are you rooting for the Blue Jays in this World Series, or do you just root for Trey?
No, I want Trey to win the World Series, and he can't do that if I just root for him. You know?
Yeah.
Plus, Brandon's rooting for the Blue Jays because he hates the Dodgers, so I have to. He's got his wisdom teeth out too, so I got to cheer extra hard for the Blue Jays.
There you go. Well, since you're not following the Eagles as closely, I'll give you a quick recap. They are going to win the division this year, but they all hate each other in the locker room, so it's going to come crumbling down very quickly. And A.J. Brown's getting traded, so there you
go. We'll see.
Ryan, always enjoyed talking with you, man. Appreciate you. Where are you at? Where are you staying this offseason?
I'm in Fuquay, back home.
Okay. Good deal. Let me know when you get down to Greenville. We'll get you in studio.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Ryan. See you, buddy.
Thank you.
Ryan McCrystal joining us. Turner Home Team Live Line. If you're looking to sell your house fast without making any repairs, the Turner Home Team is a local home buying company that buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. Let's get a break in. We'll come back. Brian North joins us. We got Maxon in the Spider-Man get up. Shirley Rhodes eating the Scooby snacks. Nick is... What are you, Nick? I can't figure out your costume. Are you going as a gamer, a nerd gamer?
That's just me.
I can't tell.
I'm getting insulted to my face.
You're going dress up as a hockey prospects writer.
That's at least not an insult. So
yeah, good win for the Canes last night. Dog of the day, dominant win over the Islanders. I'm back in the win column. All right, lot to go on this Friday edition, Halloween edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
My name is Mildred Atkinson Council, and I'm running for mayor of Greenville. Greenville is more than a city, it's our home. Together we'll make housing affordable, support our homeless, improve public safety, fix food insecurity, strengthen economy and infrastructure. We'll also invest in programs that improve health and wellness. We're only as strong as our foundation, our people. Early voting, October 16th through November 1. Election day, November the 4th. Vote Mildred Atkinson Council, a brighter future. Everybody's
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
All into savings at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Right now, get 10% off MSRP on the 2025 Ram 1500. That's up to $10,000 in savings. Or drive home the brand new 2026 Ram 1500 with 0% financing for 60 months, plus up to $5,000 in dealer discounts. We also have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all backed by our Used Car Advantage program, including a 3-month, 3,000-mile limited warranty for peace of mind. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little to save a lot.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I saved a bunch of cash.
Buy, sell, trade.
Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Every team knows that the 2-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Carden looking for Hardy. And that is the record.
Hey, Pirate fans, Tiebreakers is inviting everyone for a special meet and greet this Thursday with new ECU Hall of Famer Justin Hardy. Kick off homecoming and Hall of Fame weekend by getting a picture and an autograph with one of the best to ever wear the purple and gold. There will be a raffle for a chance to win a framed autographed Justin Hardy jersey, plus giveaways from our friends at Bud Light. Don't miss the fun this Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bell's Fork in Greenville. Go Pirates!
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and is always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Where'd Shirley go? Take care of some business?
Yeah, I think
I want to do a Halloween segment because y'all aren't on camera, right?
No.
All right. Jackson, you want to come in here real quick?
Sure.
And we can see your costume, and then when Shirley gets back, we can check hers as well.
Should I throw the mask on and everything?
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a face for radio, so yeah.
It's jokes like that keep folks coming back to Pirate Radio Live. Chili Water Chat Gang bumping. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry. Hello. Help the bear. Hello. Help the bear. He says, we are the Chili Water Chat Gang. Brett's in the chat. Former Pirate Radio intern Brett. The Mets fan, the Giants fan. Scatterbull got hurt. What's up, Brett? Good to see you, buddy. Jamie's in. Says, hey now, Brett.
Hey now.
Skip says, hey, what's up, Skipper? And Lane says, go Birds. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Come on in, Peter Parker. Good God, dude. You really, that thing is skin tight. Where did you? All right, we got Spider Boy coming in here. Spider Boy.
That's hilarious.
I appreciate your commit. That mask is so legit.
Yeah, look, I can even make it.
Come around here.
I'm coming. Hold on.
And Nick, can you zoom out so we can see? You got the full get up here. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, this is what I do. Like, I just about every December, I always go out to Vidant, or I guess it's ECU Health now, to the Children's Hospital and actually do this like
cool
as like a thing where I just go visit the kids out there.
Well, you have a Peter Parker physique, and by that I mean you are just very skinny. Yes, very. Shirley, you want to come in too?
Yeah, here we go.
We got Shirley Dew here, dressed up as Scoob. Are you gonna get her too, Nick? All right, so we're all good. I love that y'all. Shirley always has the Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
Which is good to see.
I have to
adjust this though, because I can't see.
Well, you don't need to see. We need to see your costume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
So, in other words, cover my face.
Great show for the kids today with Scoob and Spider-Man.
I rolled up in the mall looking like this today.
So, Spider-Man, do you go looking for trouble, or your spidey senses go off when trouble happens?
Yeah, it kind of just finds me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And Scooby, you solving any mysteries tonight?
Raggy.
What are y'all doing tonight?
Probably just going to be with family. And then supposedly maybe going out. We'll see.
Okay. Shirley, what are you doing, Farmville?
Yeah, my godson, unfortunately, last year was decided that he was too cool to dress up for Halloween.
Oh, I know what that means. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was hoping I had one more year, but I don't have another year. So instead of going trick-or-treating, I'll probably hand out candy tonight. So I'll just kind of chill on my front porch and toss some candy out.
Jamie says that's awesome. Jackson does that for the kids. Does he also get accosted by people on the street asking him to take pictures?
Yes, I actually have had a lot of. I remember one time I went into. I was actually in Chapel Hill for it. I was at their hospital, and I had a nurse who was still on the clock literally stop me and like freak out in the hallway. She was like, "Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture of my kid?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Let's go." And sure enough, I ended up taking pictures with like everybody on that floor. It was before I could even get to the kids.
You should stand outside the Pirate Radio studios, like the like in Hollywood or whatever, Shirley. Like they have the impersonators.
The method actors.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, what's your all-time favorite Halloween costume that you had?
I went. It's kind of funny because I went as a hockey player one year, but I actually wore skates and skated around the neighborhood. So
Okay, roller skates.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was definitely a fun one for me.
What player were you? Dmitry Orlov?
Probably, if I remember correctly, it was probably Jeff Skinner or Alexander Semin.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. This is our Halloween. Oh, can Shirley or Nick go play the Mike Leach cut? I could play it on my phone, so both of y'all can sit here, actually.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Mike Leach talking about. So this is right after a game, and the post-game interview turned into Halloween talk. So I want to get y'all's favorite candies. But first, let's hear Mike Leach.
We talked about on the broadcast how you hate candy corn. What's your favorite Halloween?
Candy corn. I mean, I completely hate candy corn. When I was a kid, well, gummy bears. Let's see. Gummy bears for sure.
Sour or regular?
The Haribo. It's got to be the Haribo ones. And then the other thing I like is when they used to have the sprees in a box. Outstanding. You have to go to the dollar store to find it, but I do. And then the latest, there's still candy innovation, although a while back I found that Europe had better candy than we did overall because they have gummy everything. And then, they have those Nerds clusters, which is new.
The gummy.
Yeah, which is good. The Nerds clusters is good. And then if you go chocolate, probably Almond Joy.
Love it. Hopefully you'll get some of that next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right. How'd the game go? I don't know if they won or lost. I'm assuming they won since that.
I think the scorecard said it was like 45-6.
Okay. So you can ask those kinds of questions after that. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
I gotta agree with the coach, the Pirate. I gotta say gummy bears.
I'm a huge gummy fan. How about you, Shirley?
Absolutely. When it comes to Halloween candy, the little boxes of Nerds are my favorites.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
I will devour quite a few of those.
How about you, Nick?
Trolley gummy worms.
Okay.
Trolley gummy worms.
I like. I'm a big Mike and Ike guy too.
Oh yeah.
And not all the flavors are good, but the Red Rageous box of Mike and Ike's, where you get all the red flavors, man, can't beat that. So there you go. This is our Halloween segment.
Oh yeah.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Of course.
All right, go back to your stations.
Okay.
Go back to your stations.
He wants to be alone again.
I like to be alone in this room. Yeah, all my friends are gone.
To be alone.
Chandler's gone. Jarrett's gone. Everybody's gone. We will talk to Jarrett on the phone coming up at 4 o'clock. But right now we will take a break because we got to get to Brian North on the other side of this timeout. We'll talk ECU Temple and more with North. Hour 1, a spooky edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this. Greenville Utilities customers should be proud to know their electric, natural gas, water, and wastewater utilities are owned by the community. That means decisions are made locally, not in some other city or state. It means the utilities are run in the best interest of the community, not to make profits for out-of-state shareholders. It means reliability is high while rates remain low. Greenville Utilities, safely providing reliable utility solutions for the Greenville region since 1905.
I'm Nick White, and I approve this message.
Nick White believes Greenville's future is bright, but City Council is distracted by sending $400,000 out of state for a human resources study, distracted by fringe issues while hiking property taxes, and distracted by our nation's flag burning $30,000 trying to bring it down. Our priorities are simple: fix the roads, recruit industry, pick up the trash, and when disaster strikes, respond fast. Show up for Nick White in District 4, paid for by the committee to elect Nick White.
Fast, reliable, affordable. Most internet services don't give you all three, but U.S. Cellular Home Internet does. A trio in perfect harmony. Fast speeds, a solid network, and just $39.99 a month when bundled with a wireless plan. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Greenville Utilities customers should be proud to know their electric, natural gas, water, and wastewater utilities are owned by the community. That means decisions are made locally, not in some other city or state. It means the utilities are run in the best interest of the community, not to make profits for out-of-state shareholders. It means reliability is high while rates remain low. Greenville Utilities, safely providing reliable utility solutions for the Greenville region since 1905.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
This is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Greenville Utilities Neighbor-to-Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor-to-Neighbor program. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you on this Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk NFL in hour number 2 with Tony Dunn. Got Carter Cunningham coming up on today's program, and at least one Ehlers, maybe two, Holt and Ehlers, Morgan Ehlers on today's program. Big one, ECU Temple coming up. We'll talk about that and more right now as we go back out to the Turner Home Team Live line. Brian North, WCTI 12, joins us. North, how you doing, man?
Doing great, Clipper. Just trying to negotiate this Halloween that is conflicting with the high school football, last night of the regular season, and so, trying to keep kids, the wife, and the viewers happy. It's a juggling act where none of them ends up happy.
Yeah, and I could let you off the hook and just move on from that, but I'm not. So what are we doing tonight? Is the wife taking the girls out, or can you do some kind of Saturday trick-or-treating? How are you handling all this tonight?
Well, it's funny you mention all this stuff, because if you have been watching the news, you've noticed there's a search for a man who murdered his wife, or a grandmother, allegedly, going on in Craven County, and that's kind of messed up Halloween plans.
Yikes.
We're going to go, right? So that also could be messing up our high school football coverage, too. So now we are going to take the kids to a different town for trick-or-treating tonight, and I'll get to spend a little time with them, and then I'll have to take off for high school football. But on the flip side, the festivities in the hometown will be moved to tomorrow, so they'll get maybe 2 days out of it of trick-or-treating instead.
All right, a lot of candy. Good stuff. North, Conley and Rose going at it tonight, and always a good game, and you got two pretty good teams going at it this year. What's the scouting report on that matchup coming up tonight for my guys against the rivals?
So, it's the Family Unity Bowl. I'm still allowed to say that, I think, because I'm the only one who likes to say it, because this goes back to that mural from many years ago, and the rivalry continues to stay ramped up. And now you're talking about two teams that are battling for second place in the Big Carolina Conference, a lot on the line. And so expectations for Rose were really high this year. They were picked to win the conference. Conley's had themselves a nice season, as you know. So a little pressure on both teams to try and come out with second place in this one. Both teams like to throw it around a little bit. Rose has changed around its quarterbacks, while Conley has stayed with their brother connection that has worked really well for them. We think this is going to be a fourth quarter game, and it could be one of those that comes down to the final possession.
Should be a good one tonight, and should be a good one tomorrow, Brian. I did not expect, you talked about Conley and Rose having pretty good years this year. ECU and Temple having pretty good years. Did not expect Temple to have this record when they got to this game against East Carolina. They have a winning record. Both teams have one loss in conference play. I've been saying that at least one of the undefeated American teams would lose this weekend. Thought maybe Navy more than Tulane, but certainly gave UTSA a chance, and the Roadrunners put it on the Green Wave last night. So they've got a loss. Navy is underdogs against North Texas on Saturday. You could end up with every team having at least one loss by the time college football is over this weekend, Brian, and that makes this ECU Temple game huge for the winner of that game.
Yeah, sure does. So, and this is the time of year, even you look at ECU's schedule, these 5 games are going to make and break their season with whether they're going to be going home early playing in a bowl game. They're 2 wins short of being bowl eligible or competing for an American Conference championship. And that's 5 weekends here now in November that can decide all this, and that goes for the whole conference. You look at those standings. What is it? 7 teams are still right there with no losses or 1 loss that can be right in that mix. So, I mean, there is so much football left to be played in this month to decide so much, and this is a huge week to get things kicked off.
Pirates coming off a bye last time did not go well. Did not score a point in the first half against Tulane. So they want to make up for that this time. 16-day layoff. You certainly worry about the rust versus the rest, but gotta hope they come out quicker because this Temple team, Brian, they can put points on the board. They can give up points, but they can certainly score points.
Yeah, this has been an interesting revelation for this team from Temple, and you always think about them in the past and when they played in ECU. Look, they scored some points against ECU last year, but they're able to come out of the win on that one by scoring even more. So, and I think that's kind of where they've taken off again this year. So maybe with that rest, I think the Pirate defense needed that week off more than anybody. We saw them starting to break down and wear out a little bit this last week, or this last game. So I think the rest will be good for them because they're going to need to step up big on the road. It's defense and running game travels, and I think ECU is going to need both of those Saturday.
Certainly got the ground game going against Tulsa last time out, and a trend last year, Brian. The opponents got weaker, but the ground game really got going second half of the season. Rajay and company last year, and hoping to see the same thing this year.
Yeah, and as the weather gets colder, we've been a little colder this year, and it makes it tougher. And you talk windy conditions now. There could be some wind in this game as well. And when you throw the ball, I was always told by coaches when you try to pass the ball, there's 3 things that can happen. 2 of them are bad.
Right.
When you run the ball, you increase your chances of a positive outcome if you do the right thing. So as the weather gets less to your advantage, I think you need to be able to run the ball. And look, we know with this offense, running the ball is also those bubble screens or those quick little hitches to try and spread that defense a little bit, safer throws to the outside. So you still have to consider the part of the running game still with all the great athletes at wide receiver. If you get the ball in their hands and let them do some good things, that's, to me, an extended part of the running game.
Brian North joining us. Man, interesting week for the in-state schools in the ACC as well. I'll go over each of them briefly, Brian, starting with NC State. Dave Doran earlier this week came out with the, hey, man, I'm not defined by wins and losses. I'm defined by being a great father and all that. And, it's true, but when you start to say those things, it means you're about to get fired. Now, this is Georgia Tech, who likes to live life on the edge, going to Raleigh Saturday night. I mean, certainly there's an upset alert attached to this game, but what do you think about Yellow Jackets 8-0, number 8 in the country, taking on NC State?
Yeah, isn't this the game that, when NC State has Dave Doran circling the drain and they want to get him out? Doesn't this always seem like when NC State comes up with one of these wins? And Georgia Tech, they've been living that gifted life this year. So now on paper and the matchup, it just doesn't look good for NC State. When you look at the way these 2 teams play, it seems to be the style of play that NC State has not had much success with. So I'll be interested in that aspect, but you never know when they turn the lights on at Carter Finley. And again, this is State having to come off a really bad performance at Pittsburgh. I always like teams on the bounce back that have shown some good pedigree. So I would not be surprised at all if this is a fourth quarter game and NC State has a chance to win it.
Brian, can you gain momentum without winning games? I ask that because North Carolina, the last couple of times out, they're like 2 inches away from having 4 wins right now. And being 2-1 in the ACC. Instead, they fumble one at Cal. They come up an inch short against Virginia. They are on the road at Syracuse, but it does feel like that they're at least not getting blown out, I guess, if you want to have some sense of positivity going on in Chapel Hill.
What do we always talk about in this show? Life's about expectations, right? And so it's kind of what you expect. At the beginning of the season, everyone is expecting him, Bill Belichick, to come in and change the culture and change everything. And then all of a sudden they go out and it gets ugly early on. They beat a couple teams they're supposed to, but I think the expectations have been so lowered that when you actually play at UVA very close and take them to overtime, that kind of changes the perspective a little bit. So I think that's kind of where things are right now. I don't think there's a lot of expectations for this team. You hear a lot of talk already about next year's recruiting class and all the studs they have coming in. And so I think the expectations for this year have been tempered so much that any kind of positive that you see on the football field will be taken in a different light by Tar Heel fans who are more excited about basketball starting Monday probably than football games on Saturdays.
No doubt. Brian, it was, I guess, before last week, Miami, and all right, who's going to face Miami in the ACC Championship? Now they're lost to Louisville. It makes things really interesting because you've got Georgia Tech and Virginia undefeated in conference play. Pitt, Louisville, SMU, Duke, Miami all have one loss, and even these two-loss teams may have a shot here at the end. But I bring that up to say Duke at Clemson, huge game for the Blue Devils on the road.
Yeah, huge for Clemson. You know, they're 3-4 in the year right now, and these are games they never considered losing in the past. And even though Duke's an improved team, this is one that, you know, when you start doing the Dabo Sweeney watch, is this a game that could kind of predict his future a little bit more, and which I always think is ridiculous. I think you let Dabo do whatever he wants. He can coach until he wants to walk out the door with everything that he's done for that university. But I understand we live in a "what have you done for me this week" culture. But this is one of those games in the past that you always kind of check the win off for Duke or for Clemson, and it was a great weekend in Death Valley. But now this one's a much bigger impact-wise when it comes to the ACC. I think for both programs, if Duke wants to have any kind of say here in what happens towards the postseason, this is one that for their culture they'd like to pick off a win. You look what Dave Elko's doing at Texas A&M, and you realize how good of a coach he is and what he did for Duke, and now can Manny Diaz continue doing that? This is one of these games you look at and say, is Diaz up to the task of taking Duke to that next level? That would be a game from the Duke perspective. Can you win at Clemson?
Brian, I had Wake Forest as one of the worst P4 teams in America. How are they 5-2? What in the world?
Good scheduling, getting people at the right time, and hey, you know, sometimes you bring in new coaches and they bring in different philosophies. It takes a while to scout them and figure out what they're doing. Transfer portal could be another part of it, and they've been flying so far under the radar. Yeah, there was one of those deals. If you're not paying attention, you're not a Demon Deacons fan. You look over, and you're like, wait a minute. How did that happen? And now you get a Florida State team that seems to be staggering pretty hard.
I think if you do the want-to factor in this game, Wake Forest overwhelmingly has that on their side, right? Like the motivation.
There's no doubt they're on the rise. No one is expecting much of them. Where the expectations on the Florida State side, especially with that start that they had of the season, were there. But now they're reeling, and you talk about all the coaches getting fired. Could Norvell be the next one here, and they'd have to eat that big contract? But this is a huge game for, I think, Florida State. And look, Wake Forest, this is one of those, again, perspective. Wake Forest, if they win, holy cow, they'll have themselves a party. But if they lose, I don't think it's the end of the world. Florida State loses this game, it might be the end of the Seminole world.
Yeah. Brian, Mac McCarthy joins us. He picks against Vanderbilt every week, and he admits it's because he's an old man, and it's like, get off my lawn, Vanderbilt. Like, I do say a lot, and I have to do this myself, retrain your brain to 2025 college football, and how just because something's always been one way, it's not always going to be that way. You are not as old as Coach Mack, but do you have a hard time picking Vanderbilt in these types of situations? They've beat two ranked opponents in a row. Now they go on the road at Texas, and they're 3.5-point dogs. But how are you with the times, Brian, when it comes to this craziness of college sports?
I'm a little bit retrained because of what they did last year.
Yeah,
that they've been able to carry that forward this year a little bit. I'm always leery of one-season wonders, but when you start to change it around for 2 years, and I still think there's a growing process, but I've been very impressed with what they've done. But, it goes back to quarterback situation. And they're a really good leader there. And Texas has not had the quarterbacking play that they were hoping to have going into this season. So, I'm more on the Vanderbilt train. It's still, you have to think about it now. It's not an automatic check mark when you see that matchup. So I'm not quite as old school muscle memory as Coach.
Yeah.
But I can pick Vanderbilt every now and then. It's not that bad, but I still have to pause and think about it.
And it's fun, man. Mully the other day called it like a letdown year for college football, but teams have taken advantage of that. And those teams being, Indiana, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, BYU's in the top 10, Virginia's top 15. So if all these like big boys are going to falter and fire their coaches, somebody's going to have to take their spot. And it's kind of cool to see some of these other teams doing that.
Yeah, no, it's cyclical, right? We talk about, Alabama, we talk about Clemson. You get this feeling these teams are going to stay there forever, but they're not. Alabama had tough times. Georgia went through tough times. All this stuff is cyclical, and every now and then you get a team that rolls in that either hasn't been there in a long time or has never been there before. To the Boise State years of them being there. And so it's good for football. It's good for all sports to have different faces sneak in. I know it's good to have dynasties. I know it's good to have some of the old school in there. But it's nice when those programs go through tough times and someone else sneaks in there as well, because it just kind of keeps everything a little fresher. But ultimately, the cream rises to the top when it comes to these programs. And Steve Logan used to call them the sexy programs, or they have the teams with the sexy names. So, but usually, you have a good culture, you come back around again.
North, real quick, NFL, this sounds condescending. I don't mean it to, but it was kind of I enjoyed like patting Chandler and my buddy Tony and Panthers fans on the head saying, hey, great run you're on here. This is nice. Glad y'all are winning. And then back to reality against the Bills. And unfortunately, next up, a road trip to Lambeau. And Packers look like the real deal at 5-1-1. But the Panthers are 4-4. They'll likely drop to 4-5. And we'll see what they are the rest of the way. But, hey, they had a winning record in late October. We'll see if they can get back to a winning record. But kind of tough sledding when you got Bills, Packers back-to-back.
Yeah, it certainly is. But then after that, you've got two NFC South games, right? And that's where your season's going to be made on. So you have to make sure that you able to take care of those games. Yeah, I agree. The Packers game is going to be really tough to win. If you can go in there and just show well to kind of get you a bounce back for those two NFC South games after that, that's what you're hoping to do. So you're playing with house money this week. There's no expectations on you going into Lambeau. So play with house money, keep everybody healthy, and then get ready for the next two games.
All right. Brian North doesn't watch basketball until like Valentine's Day, so I can't ask him about any basketball. So
you can. I can make up an answer.
Yeah, we'll see. How about this? We'll at least watch a few games, and I'll ask you about it next Friday. We'll see East Carolina, Georgia Southern. What is it? North Carolina has a big one next Friday, I believe. So we'll watch a few games, Brian, and I'll get your take on it next week.
Yeah. I know teams play Monday and ECU plays Tuesday. That's the extent of my knowledge. I saw UNC has that freshman wearing number 8 who's really good. And there's Carlos Boozer's kids play.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, supposed to be the real deal.
My knowledge goes this week. And ECU's got a really big man. And
Gio Imajuru?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. North, we'll talk all things hoops with you next Friday. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you navigate the Halloween and Blitz schedule correctly tonight. And everybody's happy. As you said, nobody will probably be happy, but that's the way it is. Yeah. What are your girls this year?
What's that?
What are your girls dressing up as?
Princesses again.
Yeah.
Aurora and her daughter, which I had no idea. Aurora had a daughter named Audrey, but there was this cult film series called The Descendants that they stumbled upon.
Yeah.
About the daughters and sons of the evil people and some of the princesses, and yes, so they're all into that. So
I will say this, Brian, enjoy it while you can. I mentioned this earlier this week, but Lily, I remember she was probably 10, 11. It's been a few years, but trick-or-treating. She's in the back seat of the car, about to head home, and she said, I don't think I have the Halloween spirit anymore, and it just kind of broke my heart. So, yeah, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, we could. I think my kids will be givers eventually because they like to hand out candy and look at the other costumes as well.
Okay.
No, they're into it right now. We did a little warm-up last week in Trunk or Treat in New Bern, and so, yeah, they're pretty fired up about it.
And hope Dad gets some good candy along the way. All right, North. Appreciate you, man.
All right, see ya.
Brian North joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line on this Halloween Friday. Man, a lot going on. Conley Rose tonight, World Series tonight. You've got college football, North Carolina taking on Syracuse. Memphis Rice I'm not going to put Memphis on upset alert, but after their trip to UAB, you can't put anything past them. But Memphis has already been upset once this season. And how about last night? I've been calling all week for that one of these undefeated teams in the American would lose. And I thought it could be either one. I thought Navy was more likely than Tulane. But Tulane goes down last night 48-26 to UTSA. And you got the McCown boy, Owen McCown, 370 yards, 4 touchdowns in the win for the Roadrunners last night. Did y'all watch this game? I didn't watch it. I think Retzloff got benched through 2 interceptions, 194 yards, 2 picks, 1 touchdown for Tulane. So now the Green Wave moved to 6-2, 3-1 in the American, and they still have a date with Memphis coming up next week. This may be a trap game situation for them. So now we pull for Navy to lose to North Texas on Saturday, which they are underdogs in that game in Denton. And then you will have 2, 4, 6. If Navy loses, you'll have 7 one-loss teams. Now, ECU and Temple, we're going to have a 2-loss team come out of that one, the loser. So sets up just a huge game tomorrow in Philadelphia. If the Pirates get to 3-1, they will be right there, big time, in the mix for a American championship spot. So that's why last night's result was important, and Navy North Texas will be important tomorrow as well. Tonight in college football, along with Memphis and Rice, that one going on tonight in Houston. You got North Carolina on the road at Syracuse. Also, Sam Houston at Louisiana Tech. Those games coming up tonight in college football. NBA. I had another Hornets loss last night. Jared can finally stop with his Hornets crap because they now have a losing record and are back to normal. NBA tonight, Boston at Philly. They start this cup deal. Knicks at Bulls.
Is it the league cup?
NBA cup, yeah. Which is like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
it's nothing. No. If you're going to do it and try to be like the Premier League and the FA Cup or whatever they call it now, you got to put the G League teams in it.
Yeah, I was about to say you got to spice it up if you're going to do that. Throw in like the Greensboro Swarm
or
the Fort Wayne Mad Ants.
Is there a Canadian basketball league we can throw in? You've got to have other teams because that's the beauty of the FA Cup. You'll get a lower tier team beating one of the big boys, and that's what makes it fun. If you just have NBA versus NBA, it's nothing. It's just regular season games.
I think they should add a one where it's basically NBA and Euro teams and do it.
Sure,
like
that'd be interesting.
Kind of like a Club World Cup.
I'd be into that.
Like soccer did this past year in America.
Yeah.
So.
We'll take a break, come back, hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk some NFL next hour. Still got Carter Cunningham and the Ehlers boys joining us. Back with you after this.
Hi. Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Caroline Cook, and if you need an experienced realtor from Eastern North Carolina that was born a pirate, then give me a call. I'm committed to helping you find your dream home, selling your property for the best possible price, and providing top-notch real estate services. I pride myself on local knowledge, professionalism, and commitment to exceeding your expectations. Explore my website, CarolineCookHomes.com, to learn more about the services I provide and the properties I have to offer. Start your real estate journey today by calling 341-1992. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Will Bell, and I'm running for Greenville City Council at large. Let me be clear. My opponent voted for a tax rate that caused the highest tax bills in Greenville's history, hurting families and small businesses. What's even worse, my opponent supported suing a private business to take down the American flag. That is not leadership. That is a disconnect from Greenville values. I believe in lower taxes, personal freedom, and respect for what our flag stands for. It's time for common sense leadership. I'm Will Bell, and I would be honored to earn your vote.
Paid for by the committee to elect Will Bell.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
The holidays are right around the corner, and there's no better gift than the gift of confidence. At Beauty Bar Medi Spa, we'll help you glow all season long. From Botox, dermal fillers, to facials and advanced laser treatments, our expert team delivers results that make you feel radiant, refreshed, and holiday party ready. And the best part, your journey begins with a free consultation, personalized just for you. Don't wait, the holidays are coming fast. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, because glowing skin is always in season. Go Pirates!
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
I'm Nick White, and I approve this message.
Nick White believes Greenville's future is bright, but City Council is distracted by sending $400,000 out of state for a human resources study, distracted by fringe issues while hiking property taxes, and distracted by our nation's flag burning $30,000 trying to bring it down. Our priorities are simple: fix the roads, recruit industry, pick up the trash, and when disaster strikes, respond fast. Show up for Nick White in District 4, paid for by the committee to elect Nick White.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Halloween Friday. Clip Brock, Tony Dunn. Tony's got a birthday coming up, don't you?
11.
We are, we're birthday.
You're the 4th? 8th?
1st.
Oh. That's
First
right.
of the month. Bone Thugs and Harmony had a song about me.
Andy, that's the 4th.
Yep. A lot of November birthdays in our old friend group from Winterville. All right. Get Jarrett Watkins on the phone. We'll get him to make some picks. But, Tony, let's talk Panthers real quick. Was it kind of is it fair to say back to reality a little bit? How would you describe what happened? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Look, as the Buffalo's coming off a bye, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder, trying to, reassert themselves as a team. The Carolina Panthers, while they were good, they were missing Bryce Young. I don't think that changes the outcome. They just, they let it get away. It came off the rails quickly.
So I didn't watch it, but Chandler on Monday described it like, the end of the first half, we're right there. If we make a play, I'm like, Chandler, you lost 40-9.
Yeah.
But he said the end of the first half kind of changed the rest of the game.
I mean, you had, I think, 3 turnovers in the first half, and you walked into the half down 19-3, and you were with the last seconds on in the red zone. You could have made it 19-10. And not that you would have won the game, but it may not have gotten out of hand as so much.
Right.
But it was turnovers, big plays, and of course run defense. And I don't think, though, that I think that poorly of the team after this loss as maybe some people would. It's 40. It's a blowout. I felt like the New England game was more problematic. You want the team to be a little bit more competitive and show some fight in some different times. But they just gave up some big plays, like a 70-yard touchdown run and then another 30-yard touchdown catch to, Shakir. And, just big plays. And then Andy Dalton is just...
There's that part of it, too, yeah.
Terrible. But I don't think that Bryce would have been great. He's been known to make some turnovers. I think even Andy Dalton gave you some advantage in that where you're trying to get down the field in, a minute. And you're just kind of throwing to a spot. You know what the play is, how to read the defense. But Andy Dalton just took these 3 big sacks that your veteran's not supposed to do. He's a statue. He doesn't have an arm anymore. He just stinks. So, I hope that, you're going to play another team where it could happen this week again.
I know.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Tough part of the schedule, but the Panthers have a way to get 8 wins still.
Well, you said it. You never want to play the Bills. You don't want to play them coming off a bye. You don't want to play them in catch-up mode. And they're right now behind the Patriots. And they're like that. So they can't kind of just sleepwalk through the regular season like years past. They have to win games. And they put on a show last week.
They also have so many former Panthers. Like there was the interception that turned into a 1-yard touchdown. Shaq Thompson called the play out. He's like, go right there, and then the guy went and got the ball. So it was a mess. And then the stadium's full of Bills fans. It didn't really hurt as bad as some of the other losses would have for some reason.
I guess a lot of division and certainly NFC games the rest of the way because you've gone 2-2 in the AFC East, right? Beat the Dolphins, beat the Jets, lost to the Pats, lost to the Bills.
Yeah.
So a lot of key games coming up. We go to the Turner Home Team Live line. Let's see. Jarrett Watkins joins us. What's up, J-Bone?
What's up?
How much time you got to talk to us?
I'm eating a sandwich, and we board in about 25 minutes. So.
All right. Well, we'll try to do 2 segments with you. You think we can do that, or you need to run? What time you need to get off the phone?
I'm good for whatever you need.
All right. Because I want to talk real quick, too. So you had your NBA PRA bet. You were, 6-1 going into last night?
Yeah.
You had Victor Wembanyama. I went to sleep early. I woke up and saw that the third quarter was ending, and he had 14 or 17. And I was like, all right, J-Bone finally – the streak is finally over. And then I wake up again later in the night and see a text from you that says Wemby. And he hits it, on the dot, right? 45. What in the world happened in the fourth quarter of that game?
Just a lot of missed shots from – the Heat and Spurs. So, Wemby just grabbing boards left and right. And then later in the fourth, they got going. He made a 3, made a 2, made a 3, made a 2, got some assists. So, just a good run there in the fourth quarter.
Another win for Jarrett, now 7-1 on his NBA points, rebounds, assist bets. Do you have another one for tonight?
Yeah, so sitting here with Donnell Coley of the Daily Reflector. We're going to try to go to Sixers Celtics.
Oh, cool.
We got Joel Embiid 28+.
Okay, which seems like a low number, but what is he on, minutes restriction or something?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because he's averaging more than that game, man. The Celtics don't really have a big that can go up one-on-one with Joel. So I don't know. It's one of those lines that kind of frightens me. But hell, I mean, the last like 3 bets have been dead in the water, and these guys just have a miraculous either end of a half or end of a quarter to get me over. So I hate to trust Joel Embiid like I am tonight, but I'm going to be at the game, so I wanted to put a little action on it.
All right. Well, good luck. I'll be tailing you again on that. NFL-wise, the Ravens winners over the Dolphins last night, 28-6. Tony, the Panthers didn't have the worst loss of the weekend last week. That would be the Falcons at home getting blown out by the Dolphins.
That's crazy.
And we're not, I mean, we just can't. There's some teams here. Let's play Do You Take This Team Seriously? Starting with the Falcons. And after last week, the answer has got to be no, right, Jarrett?
Yeah, absolutely not. But I'm not even going to say that I'm picking the Falcons. But it wouldn't even be ridiculous to say that they bounce back and win this game, just given what they've done this season.
I agree.
Every other week type team.
Panthers, and then you beat the Bills.
But I'm not. I can't. We can't take them seriously right now. The Chicago Bears. You can't take them seriously right now after losing to the Ravens without Lamar the way they lost.
No, and I mean, like I said it the other day, Caleb Williams is a good athlete, but being a good athlete doesn't always convert into being a good quarterback. And I think you see the frustration from Ben Johnson on the sidelines. And it's like he took Jared Goff that people were giving up on, and he's top 10 quarterback in the league. You'd think he'd be able to do something with Caleb, but I don't think it's going to happen.
All right, a team, I swear every week, when I wrote down the games today, I thought about it again. The Jaguars are in this question every week, and I can't take them seriously.
Big news with Travis Hunter being placed on injured reserve. And no, I can't take them seriously either. I mean, I didn't even know that they had a good record. That's right.
It's right there on TV. Last thing I saw, it said Travis Hunter might be number 1 receiver going into
non-contact injury during practice.
Oh, that stinks. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we're not taking them seriously.
No, but I got Travis Etienne going in as a flex player this week.
Okay, I'm not going to ask Jared because he's super biased. Do you take the Chargers seriously, Tony?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
I mean, they got an elite quarterback.
What'd you say, Jared?
I mean, you don't have to. You probably should, but
you don't have to. They do play and I bring that up because they play the Titans on the road this week. And I think back to who did they play at home and got waxed a couple weeks ago?
Colts.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and the Colts,
and they're really good.
Yeah, the Colts are good. You got to take the Colts seriously. All right. I don't know if there's any other teams that are. What do you think about the Texans at this point, Tony?
Can't get them right.
Can't pick a game right. They beat the Niners last week.
I cannot pick a game right. They had good protection last week. Stroud looked good. He only pressured 6 times. But I mean, their defense. They got a big test this week. They play who they got this week?
Denver,
and I think this is a loss for them.
All right, well we'll make a few picks. So I won the week last week. I'm only down 4 now to Jarrett and Chandler. Tony is just 1 behind Jarrett and Chandler. So we got a nice little race going here. Week 9, Jarrett has 73 wins, Chandler 73, Tony 72. I am 69 and 46. All right, starting with, dude, if the Bengals could have just closed out the Jets last week, the Bengals would have been a half game back of the NFC North with Joe Flacco, and you could almost take them a little serious.
Yeah, you're talking about what Joe Flacco. What would the playoffs look like? You got Joe Flacco,
Drake May, Danny Dimes.
Yeah, Denver's in the playoffs. Good Lord. Here's a one thing to think about with this game, though, is that Ben Johnson was the assistant quarterbacks coach in Miami. Wow, is it Zach Taylor?
Yeah,
was the quarterbacks coach. He gets Zach Taylor's stepfather was.
Are you writing all this down, Nick?
His stepfather was a professional football coach, and that's how he got into the league. So it's like this nepotism, and Ben Johnson is like kind of felt passed over because this guy, he was the assistant. He leapfrogs him to offensive coordinator and becomes ultimately a head coach at some point. It was Mike Sherman, I think.
Okay, I do know that name.
Is that right?
Zach Taylor does not have a stepfather.
No? stepfather, son-in-law.
Okay.
The opposite.
All right.
He's married into the family.
Jarrett has been wanting Zach Taylor to get fired for a long time, right, Jarrett?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he should have been fired his first year. He was that bad, but Joe Burrow gets hurt. Ryan Finley wins a Monday Night Football game to save his job. So I think this has got to be the year, but they'll give him another one just because the Bengals don't like to fire coaches. I'll take another one. Yeah, Bengals don't like
another what? Sandwich or something else?
Got it. Okay. Sweet tea.
Score one for Tony Dunn. Mike Sherman, the father-in-law of Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
Well done, Tony.
And I think he was actually, Ben Johnson was the quarterback's coach. He was the assistant quarterback's coach. He gets leapfrogged into an offensive coordinator position, then lands a head coaching position.
Yeah.
I think Ben Johnson is mad about all of this still.
Damn. Well, I was going to take the Bengals
I know.
here,
And Flacco is hurt.
Now, that's true. He is questionable for the game. What is the line on this one?
And the Bears, man, they are an enigma. Sometimes they look good. Sometimes their offense comes together. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes their defense is kind of good. Sometimes it's not. I'm picking the Bears in the Ben Johnson revenge game, though. And Bears, I can't believe I'm doing that.
Well, I'll take the Bears off a loss, and the Bengals just lost to the Jets, and Flacco's banged up. So if they have to play, Jake Browning? I like the Bears do force a lot of turnovers defensively. Yeah. So maybe that's how they win. I will take the Bears as well. Nick, who does Chandler have?
Bengals.
Okay, and Jarrett?
I'll go Bears. Joe Flacco is playing. He pretty much all but said he was in his press conference either yesterday or today, but I'll go with Bears.
He gets $75,000 for each win he gets.
Hey.
Like bonus.
Who does?
Flacco?
Yeah. That's not I love an incentive-based contract.
On a trade mid-year?
Yeah, that's good. All right, Lions home against the Vikings. I think J.J. McCarthy is back starting, but this is Detroit all the way.
Lions here as well.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Jarrett, starter sit question for you. Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford?
Goff home against the Vikings. Stafford will be playing home against the Saints.
I feel like you got to go Stafford there.
That's what I got right now. Thank you.
I kind of like Goff.
I'm starting Stafford, so.
Who is Chandler picking?
Lions.
All right. We go Panthers at Packers. Tony, any positivity going into this game for you?
Bryce is full participant in practice. Looks like he's going to play. The Panthers they can do well if they run the ball effectively. Their defense is not as bad as it looked last week. They just gave up some big plays. I don't think they're going to win this game. We just hope that they're close. And, even if you have a margin or element where you could be in it at some point in the game, I think that's enough for the morale of the team going forward and the fan base. But I'm taking the boring Packers.
So the Packers, boring is a great word, dominated the Lions week one. Looked awesome. Week two, kind of dominated the Commanders, but let them hang around and let that be a game in the fourth quarter, and it felt like they shouldn't have. The next week, they lose to the Browns. The week after that, they tie the Cowboys. Week after that, Flacco shows up with Cincinnati like 2 days before the game, and that is a game in the fourth quarter. They make a comeback, a rally. Then they barely beat the Cardinals. Finally, they put it together against the Steelers. That was a pretty impressive road win to me.
And even Rodgers looked okay against them at some points.
But I think coming back home now after two straight on the road, this is a scary situation for Carolina. I think this one could get out of hand.
Yeah, I think the Packers are coalescing into a really good team, and that they're going to be somebody you don't want to play in the playoffs.
Everybody taking the Packers?
Yes.
All right. There we go. Chargers at Titans.
Chargers. How can you pick the Titans, Jarrett, at all?
I'm not picking the Titans.
Okay.
McCoy is a terrible coach, and the Titans are just terrible.
Chandler? All right, Chargers. Falcons at Pats. Tony, we've talked a lot this week about Drake May, who's like third in MVP voting odds right now.
Have you seen the stat that he is in the history of football through this stretch, he is the number one downfield passing. If there's this chart, those stupid charts where they got their hats and it's all over.
Oh yeah,
he's way up here at the
by
top.
himself.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this is historically, Drake May. Look,
and who's he throwing to? That Boutte.
Stephon Diggs
is making some plays.
Yeah.
Let me look at their leading receivers. Diggs, Keyshawn Boutte have just about. Well, Diggs has a lot more catches, but Boutte is the downfield guy. 18 yards a catch. That's pretty big. Mac Hollins, Douglas. Yeah, I mean, they don't have any huge names that he's throwing to, but man, he is getting it done on the year. 15 touchdowns, 3 picks for Drake May.
And then they just look, they're so good. I mean, they're Vrabel, man. Then they just traded a guy, the Drugger guy away? Duggar. And they just gave him a big contract. They're like, no, we're good. We don't want you. Vrabel
is he part of that big family, the 18 kids and counting? Is he one of those Duggars? Okay. I don't think he's the same race.
Well, I'm taking the Patriots. This team you don't want to play. How did Bijan only have 25 yards against the Dolphins, but Dowdle had 200?
I had him scoring 2 touchdowns last week. He had 1 fumble, and that's all. Jarrett.
I hate to do this. I said the other day I'm really enjoying the Patriots, and I kind of hate that, but I feel like this is a Falcons bounce back for some reason.
I like it. All right, going with the Falcons. Chandler?
Patriots.
And Tony's taking the Patriots?
Yes.
All right, let's get one more, and we'll take a break and wrap up our picks. Niners at Giants. I guess I'll take the Niners. I don't know who's playing for them. I know Christian McCaffrey's playing.
Well, you know what? That's good news because the Giants have the worst rushing defense in the league by 4.
Okay.
So, and the Panther fans are all talking about Brian Burns. 10 sacks. But if you're giving up all of these rushing yards, that was the problem with him and setting the edge so much. I'm taking the 49ers. I like these guys. They're feisty. I'm mad that they lost last week. They let me down. Didn't they lose
at Houston.
At Houston, that's what it was.
After beating the Falcons on Sunday Night Football. I will take the Niners. Jarrett.
Niners.
And Chandler.
Niners.
All right, everybody on the Niners. We'll take a break, come back, make the rest of our picks, and hopefully Jarrett can hang on with us. We'll be back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back after this.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Fall is hands down the best time to be at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. We've got live music, trivia, singo, karaoke, and more to keep your nights lively. Plus, game days are back and better than ever with home and away tailgate parties as we cheer on the Pirates all season long. Make NFL Sunday your new Sunday fun day with brunch at 10 a.m., games all day, and doors open until 9. We're extending our hours on Fridays and Saturdays, now open until 11 with live music from 8 to 11, including monthly full band shows. Stay connected on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Fish Street Hardware and come see what all the buzz is about this fall at Hardware.
Big game season is here, but we're not just talking about Pirate football. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast cannons in the stands and the fields. You know what I mean. Stay tuned in weekly as we shoot through fall with the best prices and selection around. Plus, special package deals like the exclusive Bagara B14 Hunter FSP Wilderness Scope combo, including a Leopold VX Freedom 4 to 12 by 50 Hunt Plex, all for only $11.99. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates. Arr!
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, and they are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Michaels and Gayqui Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We welcome in to the NFL conversation Holt and Morg, who walked off the Dallas Cowboys in preseason, took a knee to win the game.
I did.
Game-winning knee. One of the all-time coolest tweets I ever had, Holt and Morg just took a kney to beat the Dallas Cowboys.
What were your rushing yards in that game?
I feel like I had a couple good rushes that game.
So then that took 3 off.
That does stink.
I definitely hit the over on rushing.
I wish they would take that rule away.
I know, because sacks don't count, but knees do.
I know sacks
college really sucks because that took away a lot of Holt's rushing yards.
It really hurts us in fantasy, the knee.
Yeah, the knee and bets and stuff. If you take a quarterback like one of these statues over like half 14, a rushing yard. Yeah, like Rodgers or whatever.
Yeah.
Dalton. What was Dalton's last week? Like over -2 rushing yards. But Holt, welcome in. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks, man. Doing good.
Off a bye week. Feeling good. Yes, all right, let's. We're making NFL picks. Did J-Bone make it through the break with us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you get one more?
One more what?
Where are you? Are you in the Philly? What airport are you in?
RDU.
Oh, okay. Y'all hadn't made the trip up there.
They still have good sweet tea in RDU.
Holt, Jarrett, and Donnell Coley from the Reflector planning on going to Sixers Celtics tonight. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
NBA Cup group play.
Nice. The NBA Cup does start tonight, man.
There you go.
Have fun. And then you get to experience a great environment tomorrow. Temple versus East Carolina. It's going to be a blast.
I'm excited to see all 10 fans.
Yeah.
You could interview every fan there if you wanted to.
You should try to do it.
Yeah. All right. We're going to make the picks here. It's kind of a stupid question at this point, but how serious do you take the Colts? You have to take them serious,
I
right?
mean, you got to, yeah. I like Daniel Jones a lot. I've met him a few times, but yeah, I mean, I think you got to. I'm a big fan of Irsay's daughter. Don't know her name, but
we need to talk about
awesome.
that. So, if Daniel Snyder's on the sideline doing that when he's the Redskins owner, like I'm hating it. But
yeah, agreed.
She is trying to figure out what they need to do a better job of and what they need to change. So, like, it seems like micromanaging, but it's also her kind of learning, like, hey, maybe she needs to know what's going on. So
I just thought it was funny, like, she was like, yeah, I just want to know, like, are these plays, like, are they actually coaching good? And I'm like, the only thing she can really judge is, like, the communication techniques. Because, like, hearing a play call, she's not going to know what any of that play call means. So her having a headset means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I do think that some of it has to do with intent, right? And that is if you have a coach, an owner who is just injecting themselves just to be part of it, is that's with poor or malintent. Now I don't know if her answer with when you're saying the play calls, because it's a string of the most ridiculous thing, which also needs to be revised. I still don't understand how anybody thinks that this is a good way to communicate, period, with a 30 long string, and then even the quarterbacks don't even know half the time if they're getting it right. But I think what she could learn is maybe not the play call itself, but like how the flow of the game is going. Is this something that you're communicating? And it's like the coach being part of it. I do like this idea. She says, like, I need to try to make decisions that aren't just based on whatever somebody else is always telling me.
I respect the crap out of it,
that's a good point.
That's literally how all other organizations are in.
Real quick, Holden, do you think we can streamline the play calls, or does it have to be the way it's always been?
I think college is streamlined. Like, college is 1-word plays, 2-word plays. Like, when I was here, our longest play would probably be 10 words, whereas, like, when I was in Seattle, there's 30 to 40-word plays. And, like you said, like, you're in the huddle and you're saying, especially these young guys. But the reason it's like that is because you have so many, like, I guess now in college kind of like that too, but you have so many changes where, like, once you just learn what each play, how it's named, like, you could go anywhere and fill it. Joe Flacco started in 4 days.
True.
Played. So that's kind of why it's like that.
All right, Colts at Steelers. Oh, yeah, I have to pick against the Colts. I said I was since week 1, so I'm taking the Steelers. I don't really believe that. What's the line on this game? Tony, who you picking?
I'm picking the Colts, man. I've been riding with these guys all season, and Jonathan Taylor, I'm riding him to the fantasy football championship. On the play call thing, though, I think they instead of just having random words, why couldn't they just have like a sentence that's meaningful, like Billy Boop jumped over the hoop? And
I think like the Chiefs like kind of do that from what I've heard. It's like, weirdly enough, one of my buddies who I train with in the off seasons, Noah Gray's a backup to Travis Kelce, and fun fact, he almost transferred to ECU.
From Duke? Went to Duke, right?
Went to Duke. We trained all COVID together at EB Aycock, right down the road. But yeah, I think that's kind of what the Chiefs do, to be honest with you.
All right, Jarrett, you're taking the Colts because you always do, right?
Absolutely. Best offensive line, best running back in the league. So.
All right, and Chandler.
Steelers.
All right.
Yes, thank you, Chandler.
Broncos at Texans. I don't know. We did the do you take this team seriously? How seriously do you take the Broncos right now?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
All right.
That defense, man.
The defense is good. I love J-Mac. I just can't. I'm not a big Sean Payton fan.
Wait, Jared. I can hear Jared smiling through the phone right now.
We all want to punch Sean Payton in the face. We all get that. He just has a punchable face. But that Broncos defense just gets after the quarterback. Ed Stroud has struggled under pressure this year. I'm going Broncos on the road here.
Stroud finally got it cooking last week. I'm going to say they got a little something going, back-to-back home games. I'm going to take – if the Broncos are at home, I'll take them. They're on the road, so give me Houston.
Jarrett, good news. You'll love this stat. Is Bo Nix is the worst quarterback under pressure.
Stop right there.
Okay.
The worst quarterback.
And the only two that are worse, that have been worse, have been Russell Wilson, who's not playing, and then I think it was either Brown, maybe it was Browning or somebody like that, another name we don't know.
All right, who you got, Jarrett?
Texans.
Okay, and Chandler.
Broncos.
Okay. Jags at Raiders. We'll start with you, J-Bone, coming off a bye week. Can your team get a win here?
No.
Oh, it's going.
They're
with the
so
Jags.
bad.
Yeah, I kind of gotta apologize to J-Bone. I thought I said Gino and Pete and all my Seattle guys were gonna go in there and play good. It's been real bad. So J-Bone, I apologize, but
I didn't think that'd be great, but I didn't think it'd be like this.
They're brutal. Yeah, they're terrible.
Brock Bowers coming back, Jarrett.
Yeah, but I don't even like that. I mean, just shut him down. I was hearing some stuff like his knee was so bad. It's like, hey, you may not be able to walk when you're 40 if you keep playing on this.
Can Genty get me some points this week?
Who knows, man? I wouldn't put anything into this team, any expectations on this team. Like, Liam Cohen is...
Oh, that's when they're going to do good, though.
True.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'll take the Jags.
J-Bone sounds like that fan, the clip of the Jets fan they were videoing. He was like, I was born into this. I hate this.
Oh, yeah, the guy, the Carolina guy. Jags for me as well.
All right, Chandler.
Jaguars.
Okay, Saints at Rams. I will take the Rams. Who's starting for the Saints? Is it Shuck?
Yeah.
All right. Give me the Rams.
Rams as well.
Rams.
All right. Any thoughts on Rattler, Shuck, Saints? Holton, it's kind of
I think Rattler's better. I've thrown with both of them at the Manning Passing Academy, and I never thought Tyler Shuck was any good.
All right, so I said this, and you're not best friends with him or anything, but I saw that QB1 or whatever it was called with Rattler on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy is the most talented guy ever. And I hate to talk about high school kids because it's kind of gross, but I'm like, he's also a grade A jerk.
Yeah,
like,
it was bad. It was a bad look for him. That show did him dirty, though.
Okay, I was going to ask, like, is he a decent dude in person? Like,
he was. Now, I met him after all the stuff happened to Oklahoma, so like it humbled him from everyone I talked to about it. But yeah, so weirdly enough, it was me, him. I remember being in a Walgreens in random town, Louisiana. Me, Spencer Rattler, and Mike Wright. Crazy enough, weird crew right there.
Yeah. But man, I was watching that saying this guy is probably going to win a Heisman, and he's probably going to piss the world off because he is a jerk. Yeah. But again, he was a kid. Maybe he's humbled now or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Two great quarterbacks, Chiefs at Bills, coming up on Sunday. I will take the Bills at home.
I'm going Chiefs on the road here. The Chiefs, they're getting things together. They got did you see the prison graphic they put up on the Monday Night Football or whatever? And it was just like Rashee Rice, and it gave his like exact. Well, it was like the exact the reading of the docket from when he got arrested. It just felt silly. It's kind of silly. They could have just said he got in trouble. But the Chiefs, man, and the Bills, their defense is not good. I mean, their run defense is not good. And I don't know if they got any star. They're kind of like in a similar situation to the Chiefs, is that they didn't have the guy on the outside, and now Rice is there. I think that brings a little bit dynamics to their offense.
All of a sudden, they went from like who are these guys to now they got Worthy going with Rice.
Yeah.
Kelsey looks reinvigorated.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of scary again, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is a great game. This is like the AFC Championship always.
Jarrett.
Chiefs figure it out. I mean, whatever evil Illuminati rituals they do pregame, they always seem to figure it out towards the end. So give me the Chiefs.
Noah Gray talked about that at all? Illuminati stuff?
I've not heard that.
Okay.
I haven't heard that.
Chandler's taking the Bills because that is his dog of the day, presented by the Doghouse Tavern.
What's the line on that game?
Chiefs 2.5.
Oh, wow.
On the road. Sunday night football, Seahawks at Commanders. I'm going to be a sucker. Jaden Daniels is starting, so I will take the Commanders.
I have not given the Seahawks defense the respect it deserved. I mean, well, I won't say I haven't disrespected them. I just thought, man, how could they be this good?
I haven't given the 5-2 Seahawks the respect, any respect. Offense, defense, nothing.
I think it's coming with Sam Darnold, just the legacy or the discussion that's come with him. But he can throw it, man. As long as he doesn't make the bonehead interceptions, the ones that you just don't need to throw. It's okay every now and then to make a mistake, but like to make the ones that are just blatantly bad, he's had some problems with that in the past. He's mobile enough. That defense is suffocating. I'd be worried about Jaden Daniels behind that offensive line in this game, and not like we're worried about safety, but they have an advantage here. I'm going Seahawks on the road.
Holden, was Smith and Jigba a year after you?
No, we're same rookie class.
I love when teams, Flacco's done this with Jamar Chase. Hey, he's one of the best players in the league. Let's give him 25 targets.
Yeah.
I hate when Terry McLaurin gets 2 targets and a half or whatever. Like, well, why are you paying him? What are you doing? Jackson Smith and Jigba. Sam Darnold knows where the bread is buttered.
Yeah.
Feed the guy. I love that, man. Did you know he'd be that good, like, when you saw him?
No. He was... Because he came out like a lineage of those like great Ohio State receivers like year after year after year. And then, dude, our rookie class, like Jake Bobo, who's on that team too now. He was undrafted from Duke or UCLA, he transferred. But Bobo had like a better camp, had better everything. Like Jax was like talented, but I mean, CJ Johnson was there with me. Like, CJ Johnson could go toe to toe with him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not now, obviously, but like talent wise, like I wasn't crazy impressed, but he's obviously he's a gamer is what he is.
He is awesome. I will take the Commanders. Tony's taking the Seahawks. By the way, I like this too. Hey, the Seahawks on the road, going all the way across the country. They're 3-0 on the road this year. Like, they're a good team.
This is a place that sends like older quarterbacks to get their careers back on track. I mean, because now you're wondering, was it Geno that was just so hot, or was it it has to be part situation. But Sam Darnold played pretty well in Carolina at times. He's just in an awful circumstances under coaching and all of that too. But
Chandler's got who?
Commanders.
All right, Jarrett.
I'll go Seahawks.
You've liked the Seahawks all year. I'll give you credit on that.
Pretty much every team in the West except for the Niners this year.
Yeah. All right. Monday night, Cardinals at Cowboys. I will take the Cowboys at home. Tony.
I'm with the
Jarrett.
All right, I'm going with the Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett, as long as he's quarterback, I think they got a great chance of winning.
What if Kyler plays?
If Kyler plays, I'll take the Cowboys.
All right. Who's Chandler taking?
Cowboys.
All right, and Tony.
I might go with the Cowboys here.
All right, J-Bone, we'll let you run. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Oh, by the way, Holden, Jarrett Watkins 7-1 on his points, rebounds, assist bets this year.
Okay.
Had another one with Wemby last night. Remind us who you got tonight, Jarrett.
I got Joel Embiid, 28+.
Which is very low. Is he minutes restriction, or why is he?
They're like moving on from it. He played like 20 minutes. He doesn't play.
Yeah, well,
J-Bone.
He's 7-1.
Stick with Wemby, bud. Just bet the over on Wemby every game. He'll be fine.
I'm trying to bet a different player every day.
That's even more respectable. But hey, if Wemby's winning, man,
all right.
No shame.
Good luck, Jared. I'll be tailing you. I'm with you.
All right.
There's Jarrett Watkins, who will be covering ECU Temple. We'll talk about that one with Holt coming up next segment. Tony, appreciate you joining us. Hey, Panthers, nothing to lose this weekend.
No.
Everybody's expecting them to lose to the Packers.
So. We're 500, basically. I mean, it's better than it's ever been. Tough stretch, though, right now. I mean, this 2-game stretch, but you got to win some division games. You got to sweep the Saints and maybe sweep the Falcons, and then you're just looking at a good season.
All right, check out the C3 Panthers podcast. Friday free for all tonight. Post game coming up Sunday.
Yes, sir.
All right, Tony. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll take a break. When we return, Holt's going to stick with us. We were going to talk to Morgan at 5. I'll see if we can talk to Morgan next segment so we can go Holt and Morg at one time. So we'll talk ECU Temple, more college football after this.
I'm Nick White, and I approve this message.
Nick White believes Greenville's future is bright, but City Council is distracted by sending $400,000 out of state for a human resources study, distracted by fringe issues while hiking property taxes, and distracted by our nation's flag burning $30,000 trying to bring it down. Our priorities are simple. Fix the roads, recruit industry, pick up the trash, and when disaster strikes, respond fast. Show up for Nick White in District 4, paid for by the Committee to Elect That's Nick White.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rajay Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating shelves features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
At Flatlands Jessup, when we say your whole world covered, we really mean it. Our agency is dedicated to offering every type of coverage you might need, from farm owners and crop, home and auto insurance to health and life policies. We've designed our services to ensure that every aspect of your insurance needs are met, all under one roof. Whether you're safeguarding your family, your farm, your property, or your future, we'll build a customized risk management program for your needs. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. Their parents and police officers, their nurses who work nights, their hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life, and they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
The right partner makes all the difference. For more than 185 years, we've forged personal relationships with our customers and communities, funding economic development and rallying around the causes that are important to our neighbors. With local bankers you know and trust, businesses and individuals throughout the Carolinas continue to choose United Bank. Proud to support the Pirates. Bankwithunited.com. United Bank. Member FDIC.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. It's game day, and there's only one place to go to gear up, UBE. Whether you're tailgating, storming the stadium, or watching the Pirates play from the couch, do it the Pirate way with UBE. We've got the latest and greatest tees, jerseys, and hats from Adidas, Champion, and Lululemon. Don't forget UBE game day buttons, available free to the first 500 customers on game day. Set your course for University Book Exchange or shop 24/7 at pirateware.com.
This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I'm listening to the Wheelin' Dealin', the Limousine Riding, Jet Flying Son of a Gun, Pirate Radio. Woo! Yeah!
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Chronic joint pain hovers, and you never know when it is going to rear its ugly head. And that goes for David Garrard, too. This is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief. Treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today at 252-645-6458. That's 252-645-6458. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Holt and Nailers, and I myself just raving about Evan Simon's numbers, the Temple quarterback. 21 touchdown passes this year, 0 interceptions. Holt, as a big-time D1 quarterback, you can speak to how insane that is.
It's absolutely crazy. I mean, I've never even heard a stat like that, honestly, in like real like Division I football. So yeah, I mean that's why they're winning is 0 turnovers. I mean, that's in 21 touchdowns is also very impressive.
Right. I had to look up, okay, so how far is he behind like the touchdown leaders in the country? The leader has 24, Fernando Mendoza from Indiana. So he's only 3 short of the nation's leader, which by the way, Mendoza's 24-3. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
But 21-0 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah.
Crazy. Let's go out to the Turner Home Team live line. From one Ahlers to another, Morgan Ahlers joining us. What's up, Morg?
What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing today?
I'm great.
Doing good, Father.
Well, thank you, baby boy.
Oh, my God.
Baby boy. Look, ECU got another shot in the arm, if you want to look at it that way. So did Temple. Last night, when Tulane lost to UTSA, that's another team with 1 loss. Now, Navy remains the only undefeated team in the American, and they are underdogs tomorrow at North Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see... Now, ECU Temple, we're going to have a 2-loss team, but there could be 6 1-loss teams after tomorrow in the American.
Me and Caden tried to break down that during the podcast, and we just went in a circle. We don't even know who we're cheering for. Do you know who we're cheering for? I don't know.
I know we want Navy to get a loss, right?
But why do you? That's the thing. It's like, why wouldn't you just... Someone's got to be first. It's not going to be us because we have 2 losses, so why not cheer for...
We have 1 loss.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, we only have 1 loss in conference.
That's what, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But then, but my thing is, why wouldn't you just want one team just go ahead and take the lead? So then we're like, all right, we just went out.
Because that could be us. Because if everybody has 1 loss, then we beat Memphis. We could be the 1-loss team and be in first.
But how would we be in, like Tulane, for example? I was telling Caden, I thought we needed to pull for Tulane to win because if we tied with them for second, they would win the head-to-head.
But Tulane plays Memphis next week. And if Memphis beats them, they'll have 2 losses.
Well, now it changes it. Yeah, now it changes it. But I'm just saying, if they end up being like, if we're tied with them, they win the head-to-head.
Right, true.
But
Morgan, are you still there?
Who's on first?
Now I see why you went in circles, because I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, who do you cheer for?
There's a point that who do we need to beat? Because we don't play, South Florida and Navy.
Nah.
And we're going to have head-to-heads with Tulane and Memphis,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. My thought was I want everybody to lose and just us to have 1 loss.
That'd be nice.
Either way, Tulane falls last night. And I've been saying I don't like that trip. I don't like that trip to UTSA. That's scarier to me than going to Temple tomorrow. And maybe I'm wrong on that. But either way, neither one's going to be fun because Holt, this Temple team's been playing pretty good this year.
Very good. I mean, we talked about their quarterback and they're coached seriously. You're kind of joking about, like, should he be conference coach of the year? But, like, flipping Temple that quickly in year 1 is extremely impressive. Like, when I first got to ECU, Temple was, like, really, really respected. Like, really, it was kind of leftovers of Matt Rule. And then they just fell off. Like, this coach flipping them that quick is actually very impressive.
Morgan, you were talking a lot last time ECU went out and played Tulsa because the Pirates got it going on the ground for 200+, 300 for Hauser, a lot of first downs, a lot of scoring, and hopefully they can continue that on. A 16-day layoff is a long one, but hopefully this offense can click tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope it can. I think they're going to have to put some points on the board, as you guys were just talking about. Temple's really good. You talked about how they can flip the script so quick. The NIL, they spent some money on and gambled on some guys that maybe some of the other schools didn't, and were able to bring them in, and they've really produced. And I think that's been the biggest difference at Temple this year. But we're going to have to go out there tomorrow, and I don't know if the running game is going to have to be as important as getting out and throwing the ball vertically down the field and trying to put some points on the board quick. Because Holton, you remember last time you were up at Lincoln Financial, it was a shootout, and I hate to say it, but we have given up some big plays this year on defense, especially down the sides, and hopefully we're able to shut that down and come away with the win. But I think it's going to be a really close game tomorrow.
You seen the over/under, Holton, for this one?
Was it 50?
Upper 50s.
Yeah, 57.5. I thought I like the spread. I like ECU spread in it. I think that's I haven't bet ECU since like game 2. but I might be taking them spread this week. I feel good about it.
To Morgan's point with the defense, you said you had to do a double take when you looked at Evan Simon's numbers. I did a double take. Holden, we only have 3 interceptions as a team this year. Yeah. Which is a pretty low number to where we are in the season. But they the Pirate defense picked off this Simon quarterback 3 times alone in the game last year. So it's something's got to give type of situation, I feel like. Hopefully Evan Simon throws his first coming up this weekend. But I'm with Morgan. I think we're going to have to score because our defense, as good as they've been in the red zone and everything, they gave up some points and yards to Tulsa. I think Temple's going to score. We're going to have to keep up with them.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those where, like, it's college football. Like, even no matter how good your defense is, unless you have a bunch of first-rounders up there, and no offense to our defense, but we just don't. Like, unless you're Georgia or one of the Ohio State, like, you're going to give up points. Schemes are too good now offensively. Like, you're eventually going to break, and that's where our offense needs to come in and score some points.
Morgan Ehlers joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Holton Ehlers here. We got a couple minutes left to go. Morgan, were you able to see any ECU basketball practice, or are you going to be checking them out for the first time coming up on Tuesday?
It's going to be Tuesday before I can see them. They've been very secure in allowing people to come in, and respected that. But I think Tuesday is going to be a fun night. We've got, I believe, it's Georgia Southern coming in, and excited to see this team. I think there's, I'm not going to say hype around East Carolina basketball, but I think there's a lot of positive vibes. And, with the guys we got coming back, Jordan Riley, among others, Big Gio is going to be in the middle this year, who, if you remember, when we played George Mason, I believe it was last year.
Yep.
He really, he was a wide load down there. We couldn't stop him. And hopefully he's going to keep doing that for us this year.
Jay Shane, I'm a Jay Shane stan. I love Jay Woodard, and Jordan Riley showed last year that even though RJ took over some nights, CJ Walker, you remember, Morgan, there was a couple of Jordan Riley games last year. So I do think he can be a focal point of this team.
I think he can too. And you mentioned Jay Woodard. I think he really came on at the end of the year. They had him playing point at 6'7". He's really, really long, and he can handle the basketball. And that's an incredible mismatch for most of the point guards and the 2 guards that are playing against us this year. If he can keep doing that, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's going to play point all year, but he's got the ability to do that. And he was fun to watch dribble drive and take it down the lane. It's pretty to watch, and I think he'll really have a good, exciting second year here for the Pirates.
Holton, you're going to see ECU in the NCAA tournament in your lifetime?
I think I will. Yeah, this year.
Good answer.
Dude, I'm a big basketball fan.
I know you're a fan.
I went to the conference tournament last year when I was in Texas.
Oh, that's
great
right.
Time.
Yeah,
I might have to go this year. This is a good time because you're in the whole stadium alone. It's almost like a Temple football game. There's no one there. So, yeah.
Oh.
I will say that. I mean, Mike Schwartz wins a conference tournament game.
Yes.
They are playing their best ball at the end of the year. They need to play good early, Morgan, because this is the schedule unlike we've seen. I love the regional dates with UNCW, Richmond, App State, UNCG. I like those games. But let's throw in a North Carolina, Michigan State, St. Bonaventure. Like you got some big dogs on the schedule.
Yeah, it's a great schedule if you're a Pirate fan. If you can go out there and do well early, and maybe I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're going to go 3-0 against some of those bigger names, but if you can win one of those 3 against the Bonnies and Michigan State and then Carolina, if you can win one of those 3 and be competitive in the others, I think that's going to say a lot, especially for your RPI at the end of the season. Should you go out there and win 17, 18, 19, 20 games, and for being consideration if you don't make the NCAA tournament, at least for the NIT, and that'd be a big move for the Pirates.
All right, what you doing on this Halloween night, Morgan? You working or playing?
Absolutely nothing.
Awesome.
Sitting in and turning the light off in the front so nobody knocks on the door, and waiting to see pictures of what Holton's dressed up as for Halloween this year.
Nothing this year, but I am a big Halloween. In college, we had some good Halloween nights, Clipper. It was a good time. I have to show you pictures.
Yeah. Morgan, anything embarrassing you dressed up Holton as a kid that he didn't like that you liked?
Not really. I don't think so.
Holton, do you have any childhood memories of costumes? Anything you like?
Michael Myers one year. I think I was ECU football player one year.
Okay.
I don't really know what else. Too many concussions now.
You were a referee in college.
I was a referee in college. Yeah, I was a referee. I was an Oompa Loompa one year. I was the shot doctor one year. Yeah, it was good times. We would have the whole football team and all their girlfriends and stuff over. It was a good time.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Morgan, appreciate you doing. Hey, looking forward to hearing you Tuesday night in Minges, man.
Thanks a lot. And don't forget, now we got the high school huddle coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. We got the big
Conley Rose.
Big game.
Our
Go Vikes.
Game of the week. And hopefully the Vikes will come out on top.
Good stuff. Thank you, Morg.
Thanks.
On that note, Holton, you've been in some big-time college football games. You beat North Carolina on the field at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, bowl wins, all kinds of great wins. But, like, what's the Conley Rose feeling like for a high school quarterback?
It's great. Nothing better than Hollywood Crossroads, Clipper. Playoff football, obviously, but playoff football in high school, nothing like it.
All right. Jamie says, wow, Morgan, a turn off the lights kind of guy. Poor kids.
I do remember growing up, my dad would put on, like, we had a mannequin holding but it'd be him holding the
classic
candy. He was one of those guys.
Classic. Holt, thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you at a decent hour tomorrow on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter College Show. Go Knicks. Knicks parlays in for tonight. We'll take a break, come back, hour 3. Carter Cunningham joining us back after this.
Hi, this is Will Bell, and I'm running for Greenville City Council at large. Let me be clear. My opponent voted for a tax rate that caused the highest tax bills in Greenville's history, hurting families and small businesses. What's even worse, my opponent supported suing a private business to take down the American flag. That is not leadership. That is a disconnect from Greenville values. I believe in lower taxes, personal freedom, and respect for what our flag stands for. It's time for common sense leadership. I'm Will Bell, and I would be honored to earn your vote.
Paid for by the committee to elect Will Bell.
Here it is. Cooler weather is creeping in. Football is in the air. And if climbing up and down stadium steps is a chore for you and your knees or your hips hurt with every step, there may be relief right around the corner. QC Kinetics are medical professionals that use advanced PRP and stem cell protocols that have helped tens of thousands of people with their joint pain. The stem cells come from your own body to revitalize and regenerate your joints. If you've been told you need surgery, you owe it to yourself to get a second opinion. Call QC Kinetics now to get started. 252-765-PAIN.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. So many times people have problems with their automobile, and finding a service department that you can trust not to upsell you on something you really don't need, but to go in, diagnose the problem, and solve the problem.
Yeah, we're really here to pass along any kind of savings we can to pirates in the area. We take pride in offering a discounted labor rate compared to some of the other places, but give the same quality that technicians can provide.
Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at drivehherenow.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Sam Jones Barbecue is throwing a smokehouse showdown November 16th. We're shutting down the restaurant to celebrate 10 years in business while giving back to the community. Our smokehouse staff is split up into 4 teams and will be competing in a wing, rib, and side competition. Buy your ticket today to get in on the tasting and help us raise money for Make-A-Wish Eastern NC. We'll have live music, free barbecue, free chili water, Pitt Street beer, and Pepsi products, all included in your ticket. Every cent we raise will go to Make-A-Wish Eastern NC. Find out more information at samjonesbarbecue.com.
When the truth matters, trust the professionals at Private Eyes. Founded in 1999 by law enforcement officer and military veteran Gary Pastor, Private Eyes specializes in private investigations, executive protection, security, and threat detection services. From individuals, attorneys, and businesses, Private Eyes has the experience, resources, and state-of-the-art technology to uncover answers and protect what matters most. Private Eyes. Professional, discreet, trusted. Call 866-774-3937.
Carden looking for Hardy, and that is the record.
Hey, Pirate fans, Tiebreakers is inviting everyone for a special meet and greet this Thursday with new ECU Hall of Famer Justin Hardy. Kick off homecoming and Hall of Fame weekend by getting a picture and an autograph with one of the best to ever wear the purple and gold. There will be a raffle for a chance to win a framed autographed Justin Hardy jersey, plus giveaways from our friends at Bud Light. Don't miss the fun this Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bells Fork in Greenville. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now, let's take it back in for the start of Hour 3. Here's Clip.
Very smooth Friday Halloween edition of Pirate Radio Live. Thanks to our guests, thanks to our producers, Jackson and Nick, and of course Shirley Rhodes. As we got Chan Man down in Miami, J-Bone about to head up to Philly. But we are here with you in the studio and we'll be with you 10 a.m. Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Okay. Nick's freaking out a little bit, but I think we're okay. Earlier today, talked to Carter Cunningham. And after this chat, I said, Carter, that was fun. You're a great guy to talk to, easy guy to talk to. He said, so are you. So I think we became best friends like the movie Step Brothers. Here is that chat with the former Pirate and current member of the Blue Jays organization. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate, now with the Jays organization, Carter Cunningham. Carter, good to see you. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for letting me in the studio here.
Well, you're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
You don't need an invite, but
right.
and on that note, we've had some guys roll in here recently. Zach Agnos. We talked to Carter Spivey via video yesterday, and want to try to get up with some other guys. But a lot of guys in Greenville, around East Carolina right now during the off season, and I always say it's really cool to see. Speaks to the culture, speaks to the program, and hopefully something, Carter, you can take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, it's a good group that's back here this off season for sure. I always look forward to coming back here. I feel like this is my home now, and so I got some fun roommates in Josh Groves and Chandler Williford. So it's quite the group there, and it's just a lot of fun to be a part of.
That's great to hear, and I don't know how much you interact with the current players, but again, just kind of being around is awesome. And we've got some guys like Pack and Franny and now Jake Agnos who are part of the team. But again, like Cliff preaches family culture, all that stuff, and you guys certainly practice what he preaches, and just great to see.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to be a part of. I mean, I got brothers for life. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good way to put it. Carter, how excited are you, man, to see your organization, win away from And we're talking here on a Friday going into Game 6 tonight in what's going to be an absolute madhouse at the Rogers Center, I'm sure. But what's it like for you to witness it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, just thinking back to spring training, the vibe around like the organization was very, very positive, and it's really cool to see kind of that work pay off, and also for our guy Trey to kind of be not leading the way, but he's certainly a big part of it. So
yeah, definitely
it's
a big
awesome.
part of it. I asked Carter Spivey, because a great run by the Guardians this year, and Big Gav was a part of that. But I asked him, does it trickle down into AAA, AA, single A, all that? Do you kind of feel it when your team at the big league level is doing well? It does kind of give a little jolt to everyone?
Yeah, I think it's great for the organization as a whole, because especially seeing a lot of homegrown guys coming up through the system and now contributing for a World Series, it gives us minor league players like a lot of confidence and hope in our own ability that one day that'll be us. So I think it's just great for the org.
Well, let's talk Trey. I mean, it's hard probably to say you're surprised, but then again, to have this much success this early, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, I was texting my brother the other day about it. We were just watching the game, and he was like, it really puts into perspective how screwed the college hitters were when he's going through mowing down the Yankees and the Dodgers, which he's right. And so, I'm obviously super proud of Trey, like everything that he's accomplishing, and it just couldn't be happening to a better dude, a better human being.
Well, we're getting like some big fish stories now that we're a little bit removed from him being here. Zach Agnos said he had success against Trey. Dixon said he got him a time or two. How about you? What were your numbers against Trey Savage?
They weren't great. I know I hit a double, and I think that was literally about it.
Yeah. Like I told Dixon, you could say, hey, see that guy that just struck out Ohtani a few times? I doubled off him.
Yeah.
You telling anybody that?
I mean, I want to. He was like my second at-bat in spring training this season. I faced our second rounder, my first at-bat of spring training, and I faced Trey, the second at-bat of spring training, and it didn't go well. So.
Well, Carter, you're one of the most pure hitters we've seen come across. I mean, I think about Packard and his amazing season, and Norby, I think, hit 400. We have had some guys that could absolutely rake, but you're up there with them with the power and the ability to hit all fields. How has that translated into pro ball? How have you done since going?
Yeah, the adjustments I made actually going into pro ball didn't pay off in the first half of my professional season, and then down towards the second half, they did. It's just having the ability to use all fields, understand counts, and just stick to an approach. And I think that's what I got away from in the first half. And then what made me really good in the second half was just committing to something and going for it. So it's already a hard enough game. So you got to dummy it down and just be simple with it.
And I hear that a lot about it, and it's pretty much the game of baseball. If you hit 800, you'll be the greatest player of all time. But it's a game of failure, as they say. How do you, and I think I know this answer because, I mean, you've talked about your faith and you've got an amazing head on your shoulders outside of baseball, but do you ever get down, like when am I good enough for this? Those kinds of thoughts, do they creep in, or do you just know that if you keep pushing, you're gonna hit the baseball?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for me to say, like, baseball is not my identity. My identity is in Christ, and that is true. And those 0 for 4 games, when you're going back to your apartment by yourself and you're just in your own head and you're in your own thoughts, and I think those nights are okay because, like, I'm passionate about the game of baseball, and when I don't do well, I'm not going to be happy about it. Mm-hmm. It's just showing up the next day. Like, it's literally showing up the next day with the right mentality of, okay, regardless of 0 for 4 or 4 for 4 last night, it really doesn't matter, because what is happening in this moment today is the only thing that matters. So if you can kind of take that moment to moment obedience, really, of just staying present, that's huge. So
yeah, I mean, you take it serious, obviously, but it not being the end all be all, do you think that has helped your success, where you don't put too much pressure on yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's freedom in that for me, like knowing that I'm loved by Christ, and that like this game it's literally that, it's a game, and the story's already written. I know Coach Godwin talked about that, but truly, like, I don't know. For me, I try to have like an eternal perspective on what really matters, and this life is going to go by like that, and my baseball career is going to go by even quicker than that, and it'll be done. And Yeah, the Boston Celtics coach, I love that guy. Joe Mazzulla, I think his name is.
Yeah.
What did he say? It was like, we're either going to win or lose, and none of you guys are invited to my funeral, or something like that. Like, but like he's like, he doesn't care. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is, and you just go out and have fun.
And like Joe Mazzulla and like Cliff Godwin at times, even when things are going well, he can get on you, and there's things to work on. And
Yeah.
I know you bust your tail to get to where you are today, Carter. So how about that part of it, working hard, the focus, the attention to detail? Well, I understand, talking to Josh Gross, who you mentioned earlier, when you get to the pros, it's not all laid out for you. Here's what you're doing at this hour. Here's your 30-minute block. It's a lot of your own time, right? So how did you adjust to that and making sure you were still getting your work done when maybe somebody wasn't over your shoulder telling you to work?
Yeah. I mean, I think Coach Godwin instills that in all of the players here. So I think we are truly at an advantage going into pro ball. And yeah, all it is, it takes discipline and commitment, and I think that's where my faith definitely comes into play. And I think that's why I can definitely, outlast and maybe even have an advantage on some of my peers, is just because I'm committed to it, and I have high standards for myself, and that Coach Godwin definitely helped instill that. So
I always ask you guys, like, do you know where you'll be when you start this next season? The answer is always no, seemingly. Is that the same for you?
I got no idea.
So what are the next couple of months like for you? What are you doing, I guess, until we get to the new year?
Yeah, just working out here in Greenville, giving some lessons on the side, but really just trying to hone in on my craft. And I'm going to start hitting in a week or two, and I got a good, off-season plan ahead on things that I want to work on and make adjustments on, and then head into spring training ready to go.
When you're working, are you working with kids and stuff? When you say giving lessons,
yeah.
Like, okay, they see Cal Raleigh hit the ball 400 feet or whatever, they want to do that. But what are your kind of basics when you are giving lessons? What are you kind of preaching to the kids?
Yeah, I mean, something I'm kind of working through right now is actually how you communicate with different age groups. I realized, the way you communicate with a 7-year-old kid has to be way different than the 16-year-old high school junior or whatever. And so just my big thing, like if I'm working with a younger kid, it's just to be athletic and swing hard. And then with the 16-year-old, it'll be a little bit more in depth. And I just try to get him to use all parts of the field and again, stay athletic and be adjustable, be an athlete.
Yeah, the all parts of the field thing is, again, I hate to compare guys, but just seeing you in the left-handed batter's box a few years after Packard, I had flashbacks, and there's an art to that too. How do you kind of explain, taking the pitch and the outside, hitting it to the left side, whatever? How do you because guys want to just rake and pull home runs and everything, which is cool, but when did you start knowing that, hey, if I could do that, I might could make it in the pros?
Yeah, I think the thing that works for me is it's really just being comfortable, like hitting out front and also catching a little bit deeper. When I catch it deeper, it's going to go to left, and when I catch it out front, hopefully I elevate it and backspin it to right, and everybody cheers because it's a home run. So it's just understanding contact points for me, and not being late to a fastball. I mean, like be on time. I could literally go on about this all day, but just the middle fastball is the only pitch that exists for me until I get to 2 strikes. And then once I get to 2 strikes, then sure, I'll sit off speed. But for me, it's like, don't be late to that middle fastball.
I wish you and Groves and especially Carter Spivey could tell these freshmen coming in at ECU that, hey man, you're not going to hit 400 and be an All-American your first year, because you guys go through your downs early, and then just something clicks and boom, you take off. But a lot of you guys have experienced that, and is that something you try to relay? You got to relay it to yourself sometimes in the pros too, right?
Yeah.
But that is a message you can give to pretty much anyone, right?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of your profession. I heard the quote the other day of like, even experts were once beginners.
Yeah.
Like even they had a day one, and like obviously, yes, I've been playing baseball my entire life, but like it's such a humbling game, and anything in life, like you just show up the next day. Like I can't give you any other advice besides yesterday doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is today, and that's the only thing we're promised. So go all in today.
Yeah, I think about like Bill Belichick getting fired, which could happen again the way he's coaching now. But Nick Saban got ran out of town with the Dolphins. Like the best of the best, have been fired from their job, and like you said, it could go to any profession.
So how are you watching these Blue Jays World Series games? And are you like nervous watching it? Or are you watching it kind of from afar? Like what's your mindset watching this stuff?
Yeah, I'm watching it at home or with my girlfriend. If Trey's pitching, my girlfriend and I like to watch it. Trey's a big fan of my girlfriend. My girlfriend's a big fan of Trey. So yeah, I'm nervous when Trey's on the mound, I guess. But when he's not on the mound, I'm kind of just a fan, I guess. And yeah, I enjoy watching them. I think one thing I love about the Blue Jays specifically is just it seems like it's a new guy every night. Like they're just a fun team to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
And so I kind of respect that, and it's just fun to watch, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a Braves fan. I am a baseball fan, but I don't follow it as closely as I do like the NFL and other sports. But my take was that Vlad Guerrero Jr., because I watched his dad, and his dad was just freaking tremendous at hitting the baseball, especially outside of the strike zone.
Yeah.
But up until this playoff, and he did get the big contract, but I was wondering, has he kind of lived up to the name? And I don't have questions on that anymore with the way.
Yeah.
But when you see a guy like David Ortiz was always a big postseason guy as well. But these guys in the postseason just take it to the next level. It's unbelievable, and he's been tremendous.
Yeah, he's honestly what impresses me more about Vladdy is I think his leadership on the field. You might not always see it, but I guess in spring training, and then also you might see it in some dugout clips or whatever. But his leadership on and off the field, I think is what really is rallying around the group. And then obviously when your best player is also your best leader, you're gonna have a good group, and I think that's what they got going on.
Seems like he keeps it pretty loose as well.
Yeah.
At least the post game stuff. He's got a sense of humor about him, and the all parts of the game. I underrated his fielding, his throwing, everything, and that has really come into play in this World Series as well. We saw it in that marathon game the other night. Players executing in key moments.
Yeah, he's a Gold Glove winner too. People forget, they see him for his bat, but he's got multiple gold gloves. And so everything kind of matters, and the Blue Jays are a good defensive team too. So.
It's been fun to watch, and as a Dodgers hater, anybody that can bring down the big bad Dodgers. But they do have some very likable guys. It's incredible to watch what Shohei does. I'll always be a Freddie fan. Mookie Betts tremendous, and to see Trey mow these guys down, and to see the Blue Jays being one win away is pretty impressive, because this Dodgers team is like one of the best ever assembled. Right?
Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like an all-star team. You know, you're going up, especially their top three hitters they're literally Hall of Famers. So, to see Trey kind of mow them down too was even better.
What else you watching in sports? Who are you a fan of? Remind me again.
Well, I grew up in California, so I'm more of a Chargers, Anaheim Ducks. I'm actually an Angels fan. I grew up an Angels fan. They're way out of it. So I haven't been watching hockey. I was a hockey player growing up, but I need to get back into that, because that, for me, is the most fun sport to watch.
Well, real quick, I think the Commanders' only good win this year could be at L.A. against the Chargers.
Yeah.
I'll have to celebrate that one all season,
yeah,
unless we win another freaking game.
Yeah.
So when did you play? What ages did you play hockey?
I grew up. Growing up in California, I went to school with the captain of the Anaheim Ducks at the time. His name was Scott Niedermeyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Me and my brother are the same ages as. He's got 4 boys, but his 2 oldest boys were me and my brother's age. And,
wow.
When my dad went overseas, we were just hanging out at the Niedermeyer's household, and they kind of taught us hockey, and so that was kindergarten, and I played up until freshman year of high school. I broke my collarbone one tournament. I think that was 8th grade though, and I was like, I'll stick to baseball.
I was going to ask any thoughts on going next level, but that was pretty much the end of it.
Yeah, that was the end of it right there.
Were you better at hockey than baseball, or were you always better at baseball, you think?
I wasn't good at both growing up. Yeah, that's tough. I don't know. I think I liked. To this day, I love playing hockey more than I do baseball, honestly. I think it's just such a fun sport. I honestly haven't played in a while, so I can't really say that. But, I wasn't great at either. My brother was really good at hockey, so that was kind of his thing, and then I stuck to baseball.
Well, when did you get good at baseball?
Still not good.
Are you good? Are you ever going to be good at baseball?
No, I don't know. Probably junior year of high school.
Yeah.
And then from there, kind of just have been developing. But I was the smallest kid growing up.
Right.
Up until
when did you hit
junior
your spurt?
going into junior year. Yeah, I was like like 5'7" my sophomore year. So I was waiting for the growth spurt, and then once that happened, I think because I was always kind of like a smaller player, I had to be, in order to like keep up, I had to be like mechanically, like fundamentally sound. And then I had my growth spurt. So then you take like good mechanics. Now I have the size, and I think that's kind of when I became a good player.
Were you doing all the travel ball stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did were schools looking at you before your junior year at all? Or?
No.
So it came on pretty late.
Yeah. I mean, I got the opportunity. I mean, Zach and I grew up together. He was always like way better than me at like almost everything. Never golf though. I got you there, Zach. But there was a couple summers where like, I wasn't even on the top team and doing travel ball. So like when everybody's getting recruited, I was at the time just not good. So it was a long time coming. And then that junior year I shot up, and Ross Steedley from Gardner Webb reached out, and it was either there or George Mason. And George Mason was like 10 minutes from home, so I wanted to get 7 hours away from home from my parents. So I picked Gardner Webb, but I think Ross Steedley is actually the hitting coach at App State, who they played last weekend.
How'd it go from Gardner Webb to ECU?
Diagnosis. I mean, they put me in contact with Coach G and just tried to do everything in my power to. I mean, they put in a good word, but then I had to go out and perform, and I wouldn't be here without the Agnos family. Yeah,
I mean, you're known for your ability on the field, and also the crazy walk-up music and stuff like that. And is that part of you, just the personality, the sense of humor, the whatever?
Yeah, the crazy walk-up music was from JUCO. When I was in Florida, I had a couple of Latin teammates there that put me onto that stuff. And so, a white guy just rolling down there and then coming into Greenville, North Carolina, I thought I'd bring it with me.
You had to bring it to the Caucasians.
Exactly.
We appreciate it.
Exactly. Culture.
Exactly. Carter Cunningham joining us. Maybe it's because you're not at ECU anymore, and I don't know, but I haven't seen as much of your dad on social media.
That's good.
Were you able to get him off of it? I know he's still on. I still see his tweets, but he also has a good sense of humor and personality.
No, he does. I don't have Twitter. I got off of it a while ago, but I've seen some of them. Or sometimes like my buddies will send me one of his tweets, and they're good. So I'm glad to hear that it's kind of toned down a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I think I talked to you one time and asked you about him out of the field, and you were like, "Please tell him to get off Twitter."
At that time, probably when I was at ECU, probably so. But he's good now.
Good deal, Carter. So real quick about your pro career, what level did you end 2025 at?
Yeah, I was in Vancouver, which was high A, all season. I started there, ended there. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, I didn't get demoted, I didn't get promoted, so I was one of the few guys that was there the entire season, and absolutely loved the city of Vancouver.
Yeah, you're very worldly, I would say,
seriously.
Around the States and also up in Canada. Mention training and how detailed you want to get. How detailed do you get as far as the analytics, the computer? How much are you watching yourself, and what's the ratio of like just natural swinging a bat like you did in Little League versus eyeing in on every little detail?
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. That was, I think, kind of attributed to my poor first half was I got too caught up in the data and in my swing and like all of the things where you take out the compete mode, where at some points, like when the lights turn on, you have to go out and compete. Yeah. And I think I lost feel of that, so it was kind of a wake-up call. And now even heading into the offseason, we still have access to all this data and all this stuff. And so at some point, like there's a time for everything where I need to be super detailed and fail because I'm trying new things. And then there's other times where, it's just try to go hit the ball as far and as hard as possible.
How's the lifestyle of a minor league player? What do you do the Tuesday through Sunday, right? You get used to that, I'm sure, but like the food, the travel, you seem okay with it.
No, I'm good. I mean, it's free, so we're not getting paid great.
You got a great perspective on everything, Carter. I'll give you
that. I mean, I'm just grateful to even just I get to play. The fact that like the Toronto Blue Jays are writing my paychecks, like, come on.
That's not bad, dude.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Not
a lot of people can say that.
Yeah. So, but that stuff is good. The only downside to being in Vancouver was like the bus rides were really far, and you had to go through the border every single time. And so we didn't really have that off day on Monday. Like, we played Tuesday through Sunday, but Monday was usually a travel day.
Right.
So it's like we literally don't even get an off day.
And I don't know the geography that well. I know they're in the Western Conference in hockey, so I'm assuming they're out west.
Yeah, they're like north of Seattle.
Gotcha,
So
yeah.
we're like 2 hours from north of Seattle.
One more thing. Oh, the body. I mean, you like you're in great shape, but do you feeling any aches or anything? How you doing from that side?
I feel great.
Yeah.
And Jesus healed my knee before the season, which was awesome, obviously. And so lasted. I think that's why I was talking to Chad Tracy about this the other day. He was at the field, and I saw him, and he put it perfectly. He was like, "You got to outlast him." Like, sometimes it's not even about the skill. It's not about the talent. It's like, can you stay healthy enough to outlast
the best
everybody?
Ability is availability or whatever. Yeah,
that's what they said in spring training. I thought that was like I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I was like, you get into the season, then like half the team goes down at some point, and I was like, dude, like that's extremely true. Like just being able to run out there and perform.
Where they got you playing in the field?
A little bit of I used to say a little bit of first. Now it's like a lot of first and a little bit of outfield. So probably 4 or 5 out of the 6 are at first, and then I'll get 1 or 2 in the outfield.
That's another thing that ECU baseball prepares guys for, right? Because you guys are very versatile where you play, and Cliff doesn't mind switching up and probably helps you for the next level.
Yeah. I mean, the versatility is everything, because you never want to like be limited as to like where you can play. So if I could get to the point where I could play all 3 outfield positions and first, I'm giving myself almost half the field to play in. So
you got the speed to play center?
Working on it. I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Blue Jays think that, but maybe I'm.
What was your color at ECU? Because Ryan McCrystal used to always lie about his color.
Yeah.
I remember I told Cliff Ryan said he was this, and Cliff was like, "No, he's not. He's lying."
Yeah. What do we have? Red, yellow, green, or something like that.
Something like that.
I think I was like on the fringe of being a green.
Nice.
But I think I've gotten faster. So
okay,
we'll see.
Carter, awesome to talk with you, man. And not that I knew you well, but like you haven't changed at all. Like you are who you are, which is great. And we wish you the best success. We keep up with you guys, what you're doing. So keep up the good work, man. Looking forward to following you in 2026.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You guys do a phenomenal job of keeping up with us. So shout out to you.
Shout out Shirley Rhodes and the crew.
All right, there is Carter Cunningham. Awesome chat with him. And how about hanging out with the Niedermeyers and playing hockey growing up? And if not for an injury, could be playing pro hockey rather than pro baseball right now. But awesome to catch up with Carter Cunningham. We'll take a break, come back when we return. Raheem Craig, that is. We'll hear from the Pirate Defender as we go inside our new Blue Pirate Report. Got that on the way. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Pirate fans, it's all hands on deck for East Carolina basketball. The women open the season November 3rd, while the men tip off November 4th. Get your women's season tickets today for as low as $45, while men's season tickets are as low as $125. You can make a difference for Pirate Hoops this fall. Get your season tickets and let's pack Williams Arena at Minges Coliseum this season. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your
premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Want to make your day better? You can now order 2 large original crust, 1-topping pizzas from Papa John's for only $9.99 each. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99 each. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Tooth Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in eastern North Carolina? DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of Greenville Auto World and Greenville Motor Company, and is fully stocked with an inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Is Shirley near?
She is.
Can you summon Shirley?
Shirley.
So Shirley just got a text from Jenny. Her and Chandler are hanging out with young Joey, the Puerto Rican Dream, former Pirate Radio intern. And I don't know, I guess they're tuned in. So Shirley, if you could pull up Joey's Paint It Purple, Glory Hole, and I guess when Najee Davenport pooped in his girlfriend's closet, if you could pull that up. Can we get the full Joey Espanol? We had him, we just used to give him sentences to say, and it was fun to hear it in his native tongue. But Joey now working with the Hard Rock Stadium, working with the stadium down there with the Dolphins. one of the reasons that they are down there for a Miami Dolphins, a Baltimore Ravens game, which the Ravens won last night. Yeah. Play whatever you got from Joey.
Puedes pintar este violeta.
Hizo una caca en el closet de su novia.
Hold on, one at a time. The first one was painted purple. The second one, we'll hit that one again. That was Jim Rome used to talk about this a lot. Former Packers running back Najee Davenport got in trouble for pooping in his ex-girlfriend's closet. So can we hear that?
Hizo una caca en el closet de su novia.
All right, thank you. And then do we have the glory hole too? Yeah, we got to find the Jerry Jones wants him some glory hole. We had that translation as well.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Right there in the middle of it, glory hole. Thank you, Shirley. And thank you, Joey, for everything you brought to Pirate Radio, namely just making us laugh with funny translations. But yeah, good fella. All right. Oh, Joey's in the Chili Water chat gang. What's up, Puerto Rican Dream? I miss you. Glad you got to see Chandler and Jenny, and hopefully I can see you.
Joey, I said, what's up?
Shirley says, what's up? We hope you're doing well down there in Miami. All right, let's hear from Raheem Craig as we go inside our New Blue Pirate Report. The technicians at New Blue are ready to help you with anything you have challenges with, whether it be your electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs at your home. Also, they do septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today. Call NUBlue.com, New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. All right, let's hear from Pirate and Raheem Craig.
Raheem, how is this, these 16 days off are going to be for the next game? Has it been rest up a little bit?
Nah, it's been good. Good way to, bring the team back together, halfway through the season. So it's good. It's good to bring the team back together with the 16 days and also get recovery done. So you need that recovery, especially when you're banging up every rep. So you need that good recovery for those 16 days. And I think that's what Coach Harold's been doing, trying to get our legs back together, trying to get our body back together, also with our mind right by giving us, some time off and stuff like that.
How do you keep game speed when you're kind of getting some downtime too? Is it in practice you have to simulate it as much as possible?
Yeah, you gotta. Well, you still gotta put the work in, even on the bye week. So nothing changes week by week, no matter if we have a game or not. So the speed in practice and the speed of the way we do things, don't ever switch up. So it's just really that's gonna come just natural, of how we already just do things.
This Temple offense is averaging 33 points a game. Defense, is that something you kind of get motivated for to go up against an offense that's had so much success?
I mean, we just go out there and play our game, we don't really get into stats or what they've been doing and stuff like that. We just got to play better than what we did the week before. So we just play 1-0 mentality and go out there and just do our best.
One of the best games that you've had individually the last day. How are you looking to try to add performance?
Just keep going, keep working. Last little stretch right here in my senior season, so I'm just trying to put my head down and work. I left a lot of plays out there this season, so I'm just trying to make up for this last little stretch in November.
You guys saw these guys a year ago. However, new coaching staff, they've added some wrinkles into the offense. Are you guys watching any at all of last year's film against these guys, or with the new staff as it's early on this year?
I mean, we gotta watch what you can watch. So we're watching a little bit of everything right now, just to make sure we feel every little area that we need to.
You and Julian have played off each other really well this year at outside linebacker. How has it been kind of seeing him grow?
It's been good. Julian Davis, big, strong dude. Jules one guy. I'm gonna be excited to come back and watch next year. Him, Dylon and Landon. Those are all great guys that I'm gonna be excited to come back and watch next year. Jules been doing great. With the transition from linebacker to rush, I feel like he did it. He transitioned very well. I feel like he came in, working. He wanted to learn how things work and stuff like that. So I feel like he's been doing good though. I feel like it's not a drop off from the ones, the starters, the 2, 3, stuff like that. I feel like ain't no drop off.
Come off the Tulsa game, you guys made some plays, but at the same time, they scored a bit at the end.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you guys can do to kind of close things out and just seal games?
Little things, mental mistakes, just mental mistakes and little things. That's all we got to do. Just fix those, and I feel like we'll be good.
It's the team that doesn't turn the ball over, so they confidence in turnover. What are you seeing on the field that makes them so good in that category?
Well, that they do a good job protecting the ball, making sure, they ain't giving the ball up. But as you watch film, you'll start to see like little traits and stuff, so hopefully they turn it over a lot.
Playing in an NFL stadium, I don't know how many fans will be there, but are you kind of looking forward to playing the Eagles Stadium on Sunday?
Yeah. I mean, I would be more excited if we were playing like a Panther Stadium, because I'm a Panther fan, or a Titans Stadium, because I'm a Titan fan too. But like, I think it'd be pretty cool though. Like playing in the NFL stadium though, I think that's pretty cool. Like a lot of my like cousins and like brothers and stuff back home, they all Eagles fans. So I think it'd be cool to play in there.
You guys done a better job the last few weeks getting after the passer. What do you think? How do you think you guys have improved in that since week 1?
I mean, like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like that switch just flipped over, and just like we started sending this more and stuff like that. So I feel like, for them boys, for us to be able to pass rush, the back half had to do their job. So, I feel like everybody just playing off each other. And then when you play off each other, you make plays like picks, sacks, tackle for loss, stuff like that.
For that Temple offense that has put up points, and the CCU defense has done a fantastic job this year. Gave up some plays and points to Tulsa. I think Temple will score tomorrow, so we got to do our part on the offensive end. There's our New Blue Pirate Report with Raheem Craig. We'll be back with more on Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday, a Halloween Friday after this.
Looking for Hardy, and that is the record.
Hey, Pirate fans, Tiebreakers is inviting everyone for a special meet and greet this Thursday with new ECU Hall of Famer Justin Hardy. Kick off homecoming and Hall of Fame weekend by getting a picture and an autograph with one of the best to ever wear the purple and gold. There will be a raffle for a chance to win a framed autographed Justin Hardy jersey, plus giveaways from our friends at Bud Light. Don't miss the fun this Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Tiebreakers at Bell's Fork in Greenville. Go Pirates!
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Cunningham, and Rico. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Holt and from my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
Meet the Kawasaki Nav, our first ever personal transportation vehicle designed for cruising the good life. The Kawasaki Nav 4E puts the fun in functional with a premium, sporty design and comfort for the whole family. Fully electric and loaded with storage, modern tech, and more. The Kawasaki Nav won't just wow you, it'll wow the neighbors. Be the first to nav the neighborhood. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
This is Coach Ruffin McNeil, and when you tune into Pirate Radio, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, so listen at your own risk, please.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. In a world full of uncertainty, there's one team you can count on, the NC Protection Group. Their licensed specialists bring unmatched training, integrity, and over a century of combined experience and personal protection. From executives and celebrities to families and vital assets, they provide world-class security and concierge services anywhere, anytime. Businesses, events, churches, or your home, they offer 24-hour video monitoring and on-site guards. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the NC Protection Group now at 919-886-6274. That's 919-886-6274. Now let's send it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live. You like basketball? You're in luck. There are NBA games tonight, college games beginning Monday. You like hockey? I think there's a game on now that Nick was watching earlier, so NHL. College football, got a few games going on tonight. And for you seam heads, Game 6 of the World Series, Trey Savage with an incredible Game 5. Let's hear the post-game interview with Trey Savage after the Blue Jays took a 3-2 series lead.
Trey Savage joining us on the post-game show. Only 12 tonight, huh?
I was hoping for 13. That's all right.
Yes. Way to go, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been said about you so much, the big moment doesn't get to you at all. First road postseason start this year. How different did it feel, and how did it feel on the mound?
I mean, it almost felt a little bit better to do it in front of their fans. It was so much fun to be out there and just work.
You talk about go to work. The split was there tonight. You still leaned heavy on the slider. Just talk me through mindset coming in, a bullpen session. Did you have a better feel for the split tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming to this game, I was all about getting ahead, getting my counts, and throwing what I wanted in 2-strike counts. So we worked on that in the bullpen, and I mean,
getting a lead early too allowed you to go to work, be aggressive in the zone.
Absolutely. 2 leadoff home runs to start the game. I mean, we set the tone and carried that the rest of the way out.
Trey, how much fun is this, man? I mean, like, look at these guys.
I mean, all these Toronto fans, these Blue Jays fans in Los Angeles. These people are awesome.
Yeah, man.
There's some Pennsylvania people here too. Man, your old man is fun to watch in the stands. He lives and dies with every pitch.
Yeah, he does. I love going back and seeing him on Instagram, and I don't know. I'm so happy they could be here.
I know you had a big night, obviously, with the strikeouts, but I think the play of the game was that mound visit. Take us through that mound visit. Take us through, obviously, the Oscar Hernandez infield single, and then afterwards, kind of Kirk feeling you out and feeling the moment. The fans were kind of getting into it as well. And then it just like, no, wait, we're going to extinguish this fire. What was said on that mound?
Yeah, Kirky just came out to slow me down, allowed me to take a little bit of a breather and just get back in control of the game. He told me that I got this and just be myself, and that's what I did.
I want to talk to you about just the starts leading up to tonight and tonight's start. You made starts versus the New York Yankees, Aaron Judge, Stanton, Kyle Raleigh in the ALCS, now Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, and you've handled it all with grace and dominating. What would you say to another young guy? I can't imagine you saw this coming on the horizon when you're in Dunedin. What would you say has allowed you mindset-wise to succeed in these outings?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another righty or another lefty in the box. So execute. You can worry about names all you want, but that's only going to hurt you. And, I mean, just go out there and do your game.
I got one more for you before I let you yonder. Game 7 comes around. Any chance we see you available? Do you feel like you could be?
Mentally, I'll be available for Game 6.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Mentally.
All right, Trey Savage. Have we seen the end of him for 2025? If it goes to Game 7, could we possibly see him again? I don't know. Either way, it really doesn't matter what he does the rest of his career. He is a Canadian hero and a Blue Jays legend already. Speaking of legends, my favorite player as a kid, former Blue Jay, former Brave, the crime dog, Fred McGriff, celebrating a birthday today. So there you go. Man, my mom could have pushed me out one day earlier. I could have shared a birthday with Fred McGriff.
Damn shame.
Thanks for nothing, Mom. All right, we will take a break, come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Halloween edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back after this.
Hi, this is Will Bell, and I'm running for Greenville City Council at large. Let me be clear. My opponent voted for a tax rate that caused the highest tax bills in Greenville's history, hurting families and small businesses. What's even worse, my opponent supported suing a private business to take down the American flag. That is not leadership. That is a disconnect from Greenville values. I believe in lower taxes, personal freedom, and respect for what our flag stands for. It's time for common sense leadership. I'm Will Bell, and I would be honored to earn your vote.
Paid for by the committee to elect Will Bell.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This October, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2025 Subaru Outback at Capital Subaru of Greenville with 0.9% APR financing for 36 months. That's legendary Subaru capability with financing that's almost too good to be true. Capital Subaru of Greenville off of Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs, registration fees, or $6.99 dealer admin fee. See dealer for details. Offer expires November 3rd, 2025.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Caroline Cook, and if you need an experienced realtor from Eastern North Carolina that was born a pirate, then give me a call. I'm committed to helping you find your dream home, selling your property for the best possible price, and providing top-notch real estate services. I pride myself on local knowledge, professionalism, and commitment to exceeding your expectations. Explore my website, CarolineCookHomes.com, to learn more about the services I provide and the properties I have to offer. Start your real estate journey today by calling 341-1992. Go Pirates.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. If you need a gift idea or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today because new arrivals are here from all of your favorite brands like Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shop now at Shimmer Boutique online and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is home of the popular Pirate Radio camo hoodie and hat collections. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Let's face it, life can feel like fourth and long with no timeouts left. But at Life Spring Counseling, you don't have to take on the blitz alone. Our team is here to help you call the right plays, whether you want a faith-based game plan, a traditional approach, or a mix of both. We'll help you regain balance, rebuild confidence, and keep moving the chains. Because even when life throws a flag, you can bounce back stronger. Life Spring Counseling. Let's get back in the game of life.
In a world full of uncertainty, there's one team you can count on, the North Carolina Protection Group. Their licensed specialists bring unmatched training, integrity, and over a century of combined experience in personal protection. From executives and celebrities to families and vital assets, we provide world-class security, 24-hour video monitoring, and on-site guards. Anywhere, anytime. Don't wait. Call the North Carolina Protection Group today at 919-886-6274.
This is Bruce Bivens, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. It was a great day for the stock market. The Dow was up 40.75 points and closed at $47,562. The NASDAQ was up 143 points and closed at $23,724. The S&P was up 17 points and closed at $6,840. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a person looking to investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now, let's take it back in for the wrap-up of our Halloween edition. Here's Clip.
Shout out to the Chili Water Chat gangs remembering gruesome deathmen and a little scary on this day. Used to have a lot of fun on the sports bar when I hosted that program and doing some the magic of radio. I could do more things. Well, now that there's all these video cameras around, it's not. I don't have the special effects budget for gruesome deathmen, but maybe he'll return one day. Quick stat on the UB stat sheet: the Blue Jays have won 2 World Series titles, 92 and 93. Once against my Braves. I'll still never forgive Roberto Clemente. Not Roberto Clemente. I'll forgive you, Roberto Clemente. Roberto Alomar, rounding third, doing the chop as he's going into home after a home run. He also spit on a guy. He's not a good guy. He spit on an umpire. Screw that guy. But they did beat the Phillies, too, so that was cool. But both of those World Series, they came in a Game 6 win. If they win tonight, it'll be Game 6. What I'm saying is, if the Blue Jays don't win tonight, they will not win the World Series. Tonight, they have to win it. You don't want to go to a Game 7 with the Dodgers. But the Blue Jays, looking for their 3rd World Series, all would come in Game 6 if they could win tonight against Los Angeles. All right, we will be with you Saturday, 10 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, getting you ready for ECU and Temple. We're back with you Monday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, Jackman, Nick, Shirley Rhodes, I am Clip Brock. We'll see you Monday on Pirate Radio Live, Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the